the show, Dada.
Yo,
what it is?
We out here, baby. The whole squad is here.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Yes, sir.
We in person. What's going on? In person. What's good, family?
Always
good,
good, man.
We out here,
Yeah,
what's
man.
good? My man,
Yeah,
my
man.
man, yours, sir.
Always, man.
Y'all not ready
Already.
for us. Y'all
Already.
not gonna be ready for us in person.
Yes, sir, man.
Ho. Tell you right now, y'all not ready for this. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Assuming I can still call you that. Welcome to the most organic conversation on the internet. Welcome to Up to It, Down to It. We about to have us some fun. It's Friday night. We are live. We in living color. We in person. We got a guest here with us. We got the shots poured. We got the drinks going. We about to have a fun and help you guys bring in y'all Friday and y'all's weekend. So with that said,
Wait a minute. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the bros
are
in the building.
With all that being said, let me go ahead and kick it off. We're gonna do some quick intros because y'all usually see us in the box form, so we're gonna kick it right over there that way to my man with the Deadpool shirt on.
Appreciate it. What's going on, everybody? It's your man King Rich. Hope everybody is fine like wine as usual. I got a little message today, and this one hits home because this is I pride myself off of this one because I have a lot of it, and it's patience. Patience is about more than just waiting and enduring through life circumstances. Patience reveals our faith in God's timing and his love. You understand his ways are higher than yours. Stay faithful to God and have patience. I know it's easier said than done, but man, patience is a virtue.
Ooh. Y'all wasn't ready for church on Friday night. I know y'all weren't ready for church on Friday night. Patience is a virtue. We're gonna be talking about patience later on tonight. Don't worry. Get ready. That's it.
To my left.
Oh, me.
This guy right here.
We so used to rights being left.
Look, I'm so glad that I'm actually here with y'all, man. Happy Friday. It's your boy, King Q, the Kamikaze. Look, I'm here with y'all. I'm happy. Just to give y'all a reminder, for those of you that like good food, we got 2 days left. Count them, 2 days for Black Restaurant Week. Get out there and support some Black restaurants out there and get some good food. You know, this weekend I'm actually trying to go out and get some brunch. Feeling the little brunch vibes. I really want to give a shout out to Housemaid's Brunch over on Key Highway. Give you that nice, good home cooked feel.
Okay.
Have a good time, get some brunch, some drinks, and enjoy the view of the water, man. Get out there. I want to hear what y'all find for the rest of the Black Restaurant Week. So post comments, join us, and let us know what's good. Eat well, be well.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip on that one. I'm gonna take a sip on that one.
And up next,
with no introduction necessary. Boys, talk to me, dog.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Happy Friday. Glad that everybody could be here. And this is particularly special to me because today is my mother's birthday. I want to wish her a happy heavenly birthday today. So, if you were with us last week, I told y'all that things have been particularly hard, and today was really no better. So I'm grateful to the bros for being here. And actually, we poured the first shots out. So this one is to my queen, Rita. Miss you every day. Love you. But I'm grateful for the woman that you raised me to be and my brother. So this is to my queen.
Absolutely.
Man.
Salute.
One time.
The salute.
And just to let you know what we on, because it's always that. That is the Ensign Red peach flavor. You've seen this bad boy before, but since we're on summer vibes, I want to remind y'all that Ensign Peach is what you'll find that's comparable to Crown Peach. One, it's cheaper. 2, the ingredients are cleaner, and 3, the taste of peach is a lot more peachy. So you're getting a great value for your dollar. And when you see the red cups go up, this is the Ensign Red watermelon flavor. I mixed up a little something. So we got the Ensign watermelon with a little cranberry mango. I threw some frozen pineapples and mangoes in there and finished it off with a little splash of Sprite. This is an incredible drink. So, y'all get your cups ready. Go ahead and find yourself something, drink something good with us.
It is, in fact, as delicious as he made it sound, bro. This is an amazing drink.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a nice cocktail.
Perfect for summer. Perfect for summer.
Definitely.
With that said, thank you, Kev, man. I hope y'all took that shot with us, man. That's how we do. But with that, we got a guest to the panel. It's been a long time coming for this one, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, man.
They worked this guy like a Hebrew slave. I'm trying to tell you something. But we are honored and privileged to have Mr. Daryl Green.
In the
building, man.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to
Yes,
this
sir.
guy.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember before we try to get this thing rocking. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got the sound effects and everything.
I think the dress rehearsals at my crib on his Mills area, man.
Man, he talking
about
the start of it all.
That's where it started, and it flowed so well. Everyone enjoyed themselves. I'm so glad that that my brothers kept it going. I'm like, this is lovely for me. Now, what I'm gonna do is, the people that like nightlife, if you like, have a good time. There's some places you should go. Shout out to Ball One. If you haven't been there, check it out. Don't read everything you hear. Check it out for yourself if you haven't gone. So we have that. My big bro, shout out to David Kauser, man. He throws the best events in Baltimore. His spot, The Avenue. Check that out. Delicious food, good vibe, good music, wonderful drinks. And we have the Black Swan.
Oh, yeah.
The Black Swan. Check that out as well. Good vibe. Put on a nice suit jacket. Put on some nice dress pants. Take your lady out. Go with your boys. They're having a happy hour right now. So check it out. So I just want to, plug them in. They're the places that I love to go. And it's always a good vibe. Meet good people. Good networking. If you like to network, get your business cards out. Hand them around. And that's that. So I'm the nightlife person.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's good stuff.
And we need that. We like that. Because we gotta have fun, man. Life's too short. Not be having fun, man. You sitting around doing nothing. That is when you sit around drinking with us. That's totally fine. That's totally okay.
As you should.
As you should. So look, man, so guys, we got a few things to talk about tonight, man. We're gonna have some fun. I'm excited about this. I'm always excited about being in person. We got a few things to discuss here. So things went down kind of over the first, since we last, as always, we have our planning meeting and then stuff happens. So we're going to kind of break the ice on a few things.
And echo.
Echo.
And echo?
Mm-hmm.
You echo?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
We're going to make it twice as nice, but we're going to find another way.
There we go. Move this way. Move that. Okay. There we go. Y'all let us know.
Let's see what we got.
Better? Yeah. Y'all let us know.
My mic sounds nice.
Check one.
All right. But yeah, we're gonna get right to it, man. Is that was in the comments there? We echoing. Let's see. Yeah. What's going on, Teresa Cup? How you doing, girl? Good to see you.
Hey.
Okay. So what to discuss first? I guess
We done.
you want to start? Y'all want to go sports, or y'all want to go to just some dramatic stuff?
Now we gotta go straight to the drama, man.
All
Straight
right.
to the drama, man.
Okay, straight to the drama, man.
So
To hell with it.
no Lou or nothing. Just
Listen, no,
Okay.
no.
Straight no chaser,
Yeah.
man.
oh,
Dang
girl.
it till it bleed. Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. Well, first things first. First things first that I saw was Will Smith. Did y'all see Will Smith's apology?
Funny enough, I saw it on a sports page, so that's how you know.
No, I heard it was long though.
Huh?
It was pretty long. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear it.
So I'm gonna work on pulling this up real quick, but I guess feedback. Who heard the whole thing? And we listened to it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, definitely did. So we got to go up to that, especially because one of our first shows was addressing you know,
Oh man.
what took place to begin with. So we gotta, I guess, if this is the summation of it all, sort of.
That's right. That's right. This is
is full circle.
Full circle.
Yeah.
So after the Fresh Prince.
That's what we do.
We
This is what
wow.
we do.
We wow.
We're wild. And we haven't we're only what? How many shots in?
This
Two?
is well.
This is my second. I started late.
Yeah.
Second one?
You
This
know,
my second.
we just off
Started late.
camera
live.
things, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, live. This is the second one.
Live, this is the second one.
We up to it.
Okay, well, shoot, man. Y'all get y'all cups ready. We about to get into this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this apology. Let's talk about it, man. Get y'all drinks up. Let's go up to it, down to it. Y'all know how we do it. So let's do it.
Forget those who don't do it.
Is we up to it.
To drink.
Drink, mom. Drink. Let's do it. All right, so quick feedback. What have y'all heard so far from this apology?
So I heard sincerity in it. You know, I'm just based off the feel. I haven't seen a lot of people's comments. You know, I just looked at it for myself, and my man was sincere with it. He was, you know, telling straight the truth. You know what he felt, and you know, I didn't see anything wrong with his apology. You know, he was owning it, so he owned what he did. You know, he did what he did, and he's trying to, you know, make amends. So yeah, I had no problem with it.
And I did happen to come across a lot of the comments. And so you had, you know, a handful of people who were like, they just appreciated it for what it was. But then, of course, you know, everybody's got to come out with their think pieces and trying to pick apart every little, you know, piece of it. So there are people saying, oh, well, he's an actor, so whatever. Or like when he, you know, there's a portion of this where he talks about the nuances of the actual scenario, and people are like, I don't understand what the nuances are. But we're talking about multi-millionaires, and, you know, at international events that are globally televised. Like, there are a lot of nuances to it, and just in general, a lot of the stereotypes that exist about Black men and our treatment of each other. So for this to happen on that kind of stage, there are a ton of nuances to it. But, you know, I think one of the other comments was about how, you know, is he really apologizing if he's still calling what took place insults and disrespect? And I think those are not mutually exclusive. So you can have both. He felt disrespected, which is what led to the event itself, but his actions were wrong, and he owns that. So I can apologize for what I did, but still recognize that you disrespected me. And I think some people are missing that. So, you know, the comments are a little hard. And even people saying, well, if you're going to apologize, why do it publicly? Because the smack was public. You know what I'm saying? So,
the whole damn thing was
you know,
public.
your apology should be as loud as the action. I won't call it the disrespect, because disrespect is what led to the action. But make your apology as loud as your actions were. And I think that's why he did it this way.
Yeah, I agree. Let me go ahead and play that real quick.
Yeah.
We can react to that. Green, you haven't heard it at all, right?
No, I haven't.
All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and pull this up real quick and listen in and find out what all was said. This was right after the quiz. So this was the whole press conference itself was what, about a good 10, 15 minutes or something, like maybe a little longer. 5 was the whole thing 5? Okay, whole thing was 5. I don't know. I heard it was longer than that, but
I heard it was long.
Yeah.
Eternal.
I heard it was long. I heard it was long. Yeah. Fucking right.
What is it?
Goddamn right, it was long. Anyway,
Oh goodness.
get ready. This is the Bros, man. Friday night. Yeah, let's listen. This is after the question was asked. Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy.
Okay, I didn't think he was gonna pause it like that to, you know, recap the whole fucking thing. What happened? We know what the shit happened. He walked up on stage and he slapped him. Let's say what? Okay, all right.
My question is this: did Chris genuinely accept his apology?
They haven't spoken yet. And he said,
You keep playing it. Yeah, he'll talk about it.
Okay, all right.
Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
Yeah, because he said he had reached out, but his camp said he's not ready to talk. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Y'all let us know in the comments,
Understandable.
man. I'm about to say, if somebody walked up and just popped you across your face, would you be ready to talk to them?
And-
How many months ago was that?
and-
3?
and-
4?
yeah, 3-4
in front of the whole world, though.
Yeah.
And-
Literally in front of them. It was an international incident.
but not unprovoked.
I want to
though.
apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did. And, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family.
And I think that's real.
Yeah.
That like
Yeah.
even seeing when like kids fight, when people fight,
Yeah.
your actions in the moment aren't thinking about the
The
magnitude
big
of the
picture,
moment,
yeah.
the the
Yeah.
long-term ramifications. You
Right.
just know
Yeah.
what you're feeling in the moment and
Yeah.
acting on those feelings. So, and again, when people said, "Oh, well, he's an actor," this is life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know,
It
we
is.
see this all the time. There are people serving life sentences because they reacted
Yep.
in a moment.
Yep.
There are people who lose their jobs because they reacted in a moment. Well, you said something offensive to me, racially charged to me in the workplace, so I struck you, and I'm wrong because I struck you, but it was provoked. So, but you got to deal with the consequences of your actions. So I wholeheartedly believe that he didn't think it through.
Yeah.
He just responded to the way he felt in that moment.
And I think that people are so like struck by everything, or startled. They have people have to remember that they're famous. These people are famous, but they're human.
Human.
They are human.
And he does go on to say
They
that,
human.
They just like
They got bills like everyone else.
bigger bills.
They go to the
way bigger bills.
Way-
way bigger bills.
they
bigger
they
taxes.
Hello?
they pee and take a dump like everyone else. If you step on their toe, if you shoot them in a pinky toe, it's gonna hurt just like
Just
a
it would
broke
hurt.
person.
Who gets
I'm
shot?
just trying to say. Now that might be a Louis Vuitton sock. It might be a Gucci
It
sock.
might be a Gucci sock, but some bitch gonna hurt though.
It might be Tommy Hilfiger sock.
Bullets will still penetrate.
Oh, I feel my
Yeah.
help coming in. It might be a polo sock.
Hey, you going to a store?
But
I
the
don't know,
bullet's
man.
gonna go through that sock and it's going to hurt.
Remind me
And
to
you're
download-
going to the hospital. Can you give me an 8 seconds? You're going to the hospital just like the person that didn't have no shoes.
Go on, tell him again. Tell him again.
Jesus or Moses sandals
It doesn't
is
matter.
going to hurt the same way. So you got to stop treating these famous people like they got supernatural powers. Because just like you get slapped by a hood nigga,
Say it again. Say it again. Now, what-
Down
hold on,
beat.
You said about what?
someone from East
Nigga.
Baltimore,
East Baltimore.
West Baltimore, you're gonna get slapped just like anyone, and you can't say things to provoke someone as if they're not human. Like, oh, I'm rich, I don't care. You're gonna get it.
in West Philadelphia.
You're going to get it.
Born and raised
Yeah.
on the playground is where he spent most of his days.
Hey, man.
They fight on playgrounds.
Do they fight over
Yeah,
that
It's
though?
correct.
Do
You're
they
gonna
fight
get
over
it.
that, though?
Or
Do
what?
they fight over that?
Listen, if
I mean, I guess you fight over anything.
No,
I-
because if you talk about someone's wife,
listen,
if you talk about someone's wife, you might get shot.
You might get shot.
if y'all playing basketball and
You might get
and
shot.
you disrespect
I'm just
somebody's
saying.
girl, y'all fighting.
We
You
gonna
know what I'm
fight.
saying? If you
just saying.
in school, you
That's
talk
facts.
like it's just certain. You don't talk about people's mamas. You don't
You don't
talk about people's wives,
You don't talk
girlfriends.
about a man's wife, kids, or mom.
You know what I'm saying? Them sore spots. So again, you gotta
Dangerous territory.
dangerous territory.
Playing with fire.
Money don't mess with the family.
Playing with fire, man.
You can't do it. Don't do it. You saw what happened with Nicki Minaj when she went. The fans, y'all haven't
What
been
happened
on
with
the
Nicki
cover?
Minaj? I missed that one.
I think she was overseas. The fans act crazy. She told them to back up. Yeah, she had to go auntie on them, man.
Oh, for real?
Yes, sir. She went auntie on. We gotta look that up. That have to be another episode.
We forgot
That's
she
lit.
was, people forgot she grown. Nicki Minaj is a grown ass woman, for real.
She's grown.
She ain't no 20 nothing. Like,
And again, these people come from like
Don't do it.
rough,
They
demographic-
do.
like rough demographics and rough backgrounds.
People think
like,
they joking until you actually don't test
what they
them now.
say. You can take people out of the hood, but you
Can't take
the
it.
hood out of people.
well, we
you
were
know?
just talking
man.
about that, like, what was it, the Stephen Jackson? Ron
Yeah,
Artest
like,
thing?
you know,
we were
just-
talking about that.
Just because people are rich and famous does not mean they will not punch you in the face.
They will lay hands on
you
you.
know, when you need it. Like, you know, they're more likely to do it because they got bail money. Like I you know, I have to think twice because I ain't got bail money.
I was
So
gonna say, man, I can't
you
just
know.
go walk up and pop somebody
Yeah.
out with a nigga. That's gonna mess some things up.
you know what I'm saying? But if you got bail money, I think it's a little easier to punch somebody in the face. I'm just
People prepare for you.
keep people's names out your mouth. That's the
Stop
know.
doing it. And then I think the world would be a better place.
I'm gonna ask this though, like speaking of the celebrity part, right? And I'm just going back. I know we talked about this in the early episode. I want to say it was episode 1 or 2. Go back to the channel and watch it. But is it? We talk about talking about his wife. These guys are celebrities. These guys go to Oscar events. You know how comedians are. We know comedians' role is to make fun of everything and everybody, right? I'm just saying, if you know this, why would you be so easily triggered and offended by the joke? Because I mean, if we're being real, let's go back to the comment of the.
Oh, we about to do. If that ain't Jesus, shut it off.
Yes.
If that ain't Jesus,
But
shut
look,
it off.
man, look,
Hey man, he's got what's the clean version of that? He's got pros. No, I'm playing. All right, I'm done. I'll play it.
in different area
But,
codes. Area codes. Oh, but look,
Oh.
I don't know what you're
easier
talking about.
said though, man, because you know a trigger, you could be working hard on it, but a trigger is a trigger, and so you know it could have been working super hard on it. But again, it's like I said in the beginning, right? Patience is a virtue. Not everybody has patience.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, that trigger it just sets them off. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
And to take it one step further, so when we talked about this early on, we acknowledged the fact that this wasn't Chris Rock's first time poking fun at Jada or Jada and Will. You know what I'm saying? So the first time, you know, all right, cool, but don't do that again.
Don't do it again.
And you know, and again with programs like that, because they're so global, so international, you're supposed to like clear everything you're gonna do with the producers
Absolutely.
before you do it.
Do you think he did?
Absolutely.
Do you think he did?
I wholeheartedly believe
don't-
that part was off
You
script.
think so?
Yeah.
I
Because again,
don't know.
if we're live, can you stop me? You know,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like because of that, because of what you just said, like they kind of have to clear everything. That kind of leads me to believe that it probably was cleared. Like, and then
But at the same time,
they laughed about it.
he makes that type of money where they can't touch me. You know, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
and I'm already doing the show.
So
So like,
can't
I'm
nobody
already-
touch you unless somebody walks up on stage.
Do
And
you know?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? Right. And then the other thing I just thought about is like, you know, at that level,
yeah.
everybody's watching. I might black out too. Like, did you really?
You come at my wife like that.
watching?
That's my wife. That's my
Do
wife.
you know who I am? You know.
or even
I
my
don't know.
thinking,
Hey.
like because Chris Rock is because he may have been thinking, I'm hosting this show, like he probably doesn't think regardless of what I say.
I can
that
say what I
somebody's
want.
gonna come up. I can say what I want because I'm the host of this show.
I'm too drunk.
Everybody's
I'm
in
two
tuxes,
Casamigos in.
tuxes and gowns and all of that. Like who's
But I
really
mean,
about to
but-
check me for?
In a tuxedo.
But what I'm saying is they literally do that. Like that's literally what they do on these shows. Like you go back to any award show, not just Chris Rock. You go back to any award show. That's literally what they do.
But not. I don't think.
I don't know about that
type
trade.
of show.
Yeah.
At the ESPYs, yes. This was the Golden
ESPYs?
Globes
If a
or
comedian if a comedian is hosting the show, what's his name? Ricky Gervais, he did something, and when he was hosting it, Chris Rock, obviously we talked about him before when he was hosting it. Jim Carrey, I think he was hosting one of the award shows. He went off, went in on people. I'm saying like people, like they're comedians. It's literally their job is to poke fun at people.
But I even think with that
That was a
there's-
serious.
there's a-
That was a serious type of.
yeah, and I think even
I think it's levels.
If I plan to use you
That's
in
levels,
my routine,
Trey,
I'm
it's
gonna
levels.
talk to you first. Like, hey, even if
Can-
I don't
right.
tell you exactly what I'm gonna say, hey, just so you know, as a heads up, particularly again because we're talking black celebrities, black comedians, black, you know what I'm saying?
It's different.
In a space that's harder for them to anything. Like just the number of awards given, it's different.
It's
Like
different.
you should give a courtesy to say, by the way, you know, you were part of my routine tonight. Like
so I'm gonna ask this though. Remember that Peyton Manning, KD,
But that was the ESPYs. I say his point. That was the ESPYs. But
okay,
yeah.
to your
but
point,
it's
right?
point
Do you think they gave KD a heads up on it?
I don't know. They didn't give him a heads up on it.
Actually, because of the kind of person KD is, I think they did, and he just played right along with it. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he had no idea they were gonna do that. And it's Peyton Manning, so like his vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
he
is
don't
different.
strike
Like,
me.
I guess you know it's nothing personal by it,
Right.
You know, but again, I'm just, I feel like.
Do you think it was a setup?
I think that, well, obviously it was an overreaction. I don't think that it was malicious on Chris Rock's part. I think that Will Smith, we saw it on camera. He laughed. He thought the joke was funny. And honestly, initially, if you watch Jada's face, initially she kind of laughed and kind of just eye rolled about it.
It's an uncomfortable laugh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I laugh
okay.
when I'm angry. I'll laugh first,
But
because
he kept on going.
I don't know how else to respond.
But he didn't keep going. He said it, and that was it. Like that, he said, hey, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. And then that was it. He was done. He didn't say nothing else.
If I've heard it before, though,
I thought he said something a little bit before that. That was his last comment.
No, it's somebody else. He said he made a joke about somebody else right before that. And that's kind of my point. Chris Rock or any comedian hosting an award show is gonna do something that's considered entertaining. And it's entertaining to rib on people. And these are celebrities who, frankly speaking, they go to these events and they know they're gonna get taken down a peg or two. You know,
but
for certain types of
I just feel like
jokes.
I feel like that joke was not appropriate.
For me,
She has a disease. She can't help what she's going through.
okay, all right.
is it bad?
So
that
it's
I
sensitive.
wouldn't mind seeing her in a G.I. Jane.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, well, hold on. Can I say this? I'm gonna say this real quick. Like
I wouldn't mind seeing her in a G.I. Jane too.
The thing for me is that like she went on was it Red Table Talk or whatever? She went on there and she was talking about her alopecia and she was basically saying, I am who I am, and you know, I'm not worried about it, I'm not concerned about it. It is what it is. Like she was just out there being empowered by it. So
Was this before or after the slap?
This was before everything happened. So if you sitting here telling me you are embracing your alopecia, you're embracing the hair loss or whatever, and you're not worried about any of that, and somebody makes, frankly speaking, what was funny, maybe insensitive, I'll give you that, but it was funny. It was a funny joke about G.I. Jane. It was a funny joke about G.I. Jane. I kind of feel like, you know, did Jodie Foster, cut her hair for that scene, right? Is that what it was for that movie? She cut her hair in a buzz cut like that. I feel like if you have already said, I am comfortable with this, I'm fine with this, this is what it is, then if somebody makes an innocuous joke like that, it shouldn't really be something that really sets you off.
To her.
Or him.
Well, I'll let you jump in, Q. So I'll say this. Because again, we're missing a lot of details.
Yeah.
We don't know. You know
know
what I'm saying? One, again, celebrity lifestyle. They'll in a lot of cases they present something different than what their reality is.
Mm-hmm.
So Will, being the person who is there, we'll call it 24/7, even though travel, whatever. Yeah. But he may see things behind closed doors that we don't see. Her difficulty with it, the trying to develop that comfort. So she may have gotten to a point of comfort, but it doesn't mean that you don't like relapse in your comfort. That at times you don't feel less confident or less secure, even though you've got a handle on it. So he may, him having to help her through that and be with her through that, he may have seen and experienced some things as a part of it that we'll never know because we're not privy to those things.
Right.
That's fair.
Absolutely.
And like I was going to say, like he did bring up a good point. He does see what we don't see off camera.
Right.
And a lot of the times I can say I can relate because people go through the same awkward comfortability when they go natural. or when they try something new. Like everybody goes through that awkward phase when you first go natural. Everybody wasn't completely comfortable with it. So I can see where she comes from. Like she gave a little uncomfortable laugh in the eye roll, and I think Will like read into it like he knows how she really felt when he reacted. So I mean, I see both sides. Like Chris Rock as a comedian at that time, his job was to entertain the crowd.
Right.
So of course he's going to pick and prod at things that are currently going on, but I think it probably would have been a bad time to bring it up, being that she brought it up. I mean, just because she's saying she's comfortable in it off camera, she could have been uncomfortable.
But she was on camera. She said it on camera. Like she went on her show.
Yeah, it was a red table talk. Yeah. Which is why we say she's not complicit, like she's not innocent.
And then, so thank you. So I was gonna say, and we'll put a wrapper on this.
I'm not saying she is.
Do you put all the blame on Will, or do we put some of that on Jada too?
A lot of it.
Okay, yeah,
a lot of it.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. A lot of that got to go to Jada, man.
Yeah, she's been doing Will Wild.
She has
for a long time.
But where's she from?
She from here, isn't she?
Yeah, she from Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Get y'all drinks ready.
Y'all already know what it is, man. All right, that's dead. On that note, that's dead.
Crucified died.
Fellas, if y'all are looking, not Baltimore, not playing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, gentrification is taking place, so it may be a different.
Well, you gotta go to Baltimore by Johns Hopkins. All right, that's dead, man. We off that. Next thing, pink sauce. Have y'all heard about that?
No, but
Have y'all heard about that shit?
what are you talking about?
I saw a little bit of
What? Excuse me?
Pink sauce.
pink sauce.
It's actually not what you think.
Oh, okay.
Or is it?
Or
That happened was a few weeks ago.
according to that ghetto nutrition label,
Do we even know what it is?
As you say, according to that ghetto nutrition label,
What in the world is it in the first place?
I'll start pouring the shots.
Yeah, you
Y'all-
might
y'all
want to
get
do
ready.
that and catch
Oh,
me.
Look, man, y'all get y'all drinks ready. We're doing all this live. Ain't no transition. Y'all
It's
gonna see all of
literally
this.
pink.
Yeah.
It's literally
Pink sauce.
Y'all remember doggone Pepto Bismol?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it worked.
This is
That
a thinner.
works.
When I was
It
nine and below.
That in itself is why I can't get with it.
Yeah, I don't
It
want-
works.
I don't want anything that reminds me of.
Reminds me of my childhood.
But did it work?
You know.
But did it work?
Nah,
Not as a chicken dip.
What I'm about to say, it works for all the wrong
That
reasons.
chicken
You know what I'm
dip.
saying?
Not as. Yeah, not on seafood and poultry.
No.
I'm just saying.
All of that's a bad look.
Oh, man.
All of that's a bad look.
I'm just saying.
I heard. I think she.
Who's on live right now? Who's
the
watching,
chef
man?
that created it, she was talking about is good on everything.
Yeah, she said salad.
She's Frank's Red Hot.
Chicken.
Mm.
She put that on everything.
Listen,
So you could use it as a
Whatever
salad.
floats your boat, but it's just.
Well, that's what they say now.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Don't knock
Nah,
it.
bad shit with something.
I'm gonna knock it
I'm gonna knock it
and not try it.
I think we should.
I'm not sure
Plenty
about
of
that.
sauces out there that I've not tried.
Yeah.
All sauce is not worth trying.
So up to it.
Yeah, we're definitely going up
We
to it.
can
on
talk
this.
about it real
We gonna talk about this
Yeah.
pink sauce.
We ain't gonna spend.
Y'all ready?
We gonna talk about
Let's dip into
We out
it.
here, man. Up to it, down to it. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we do it. We do it because we used to it. So drink, drink. Yeah.
Just so y'all know, Patty could take it down. You could drink it down.
Oh yeah, we drinkers. They know.
They don't. Who we have on live? I don't know. I don't know who's watching.
This is first time here. Y'all take that how you want it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Take it exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
Hey, tell y'all friends too. Jump on. We all here talking shit and we having some fun. So
And like and subscribe and
Like.
and share all of the things.
all of that.
Oh no, we're gonna have 20 by the end of the.
Join us on Friday nights, dog. Friday nights, man. We out here. All right, here we go. What the hell is that? Sonic? What are we doing?
Sonic, the pink sauce.
Is that it?
that look delicious but shouldn't be eaten.
Oh,
In that sense, it sort of reminds one of Tide Pods, or at least the Heinz Easy Squirt. But, like a poisonous insect, its unholy color is both fascinating and a big warning of what you may or may not be eating. It all started thanks to TikTok user Chef P, who began uploading videos of her own sauce creation around June this year.
I can't. All right,
Yeah,
keep
I'm not
keep
speaking on this
keep
one.
going, keep going.
That's a terrible place to pause that.
Yeah, it is actually.
Y'all not about to convince me that tastes good. I can't get down with it.
You know,
Pass some of that.
But I mean, wow. So listen, I'll say this though. Wildly enough, it probably does taste good.
On chicken?
I'm just saying my concern. So listen,
Like
because
overall taste.
there's like edible food coloring. So think when they had like the purple ketchups.
He is a
like
professional
that,
chef.
like you know.
So we might want to
there-
listen to Kevin a little bit. He's professional.
Or even you think like because they mix the ketchup and mayo in a bottle now.
Yeah.
And it's pink. It's pink. Yeah, whatever.
Plus it's red and white.
It's red and white.
With white.
You're gonna get
Yeah,
pink.
yeah.
So there is a way.
Ketchup with mayonnaise is fucking
Well,
weird.
It is.
She
But
did
if you put
say
both of them
that-
on your burger, it's
She did say the color comes from
Dragon fruit. Dragon
So-
fruit.
yeah. So like
Would you dip your chicken in dragon fruit?
I'm not dipping my chicken in dragon fruit. But I'm also not the type to eat like a strawberry salad. So like because I think that's weird. You know.
strawberry
So
salad.
like you know,
Hey man, I've had strawberry
love
salad.
I'm not knocking it. I'm
I've
just
had
saying
it. I just think it's fucking weird.
Yeah, I think it's weird. You know, it's like pineapple on pizza. It just I understand people like it. It ain't me though. You know, so like I understand that there's a way by which we can arrive to a pink sauce that would have good flavor. Where I'm concerned is her defense of all of the things.
So did she talk about that? Because I know
So-
this last picture was from that. Did you
So
hear about that?
so people started taking issue because they were ordering it, which is $20 a bottle, also wild.
Really?
And they were ordering it.
Listen, Mambo sauce is overpriced and it's like $8.
It is. It
It's overpriced.
absolutely. So yeah, people were ordering it, and then when they were getting their bottles, they were discovering like hella typos on the label. So like they're like, all right, well,
Misprints and shit
I'm
like
off.
that.
Yeah, I'm already a little thrown off because like you don't know how to like use proper grammar and spell. And then like the nutritional facts weren't. The math was not mathing. So like
Mhm.
Also,
they just
even in the packaging, some
Yeah,
was
so,
coming
like,
in,
there were
like,
a little
Ziploc bags
and not
other
bottles, like you know. So it was just a
They
lot of
packaged the sauce in a Ziploc bag.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Just
shipped the bottle inside a Ziploc bag.
it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. So like, you know, so then she
What?
jumps on Instagram Live and TikTok Live. I didn't know TikTok had a lot, but like she was like multiple lives at the same time, like defending this like sauce and her process and all of that. And she was like, I don't think it matters like how this affects people's health. Like, what does this have to do with the FDA? Let's pause there. The F in FDA stands for food.
It literally stands for
Your
food.
sauce is edible, so therefore it's a food. So that's like to not be knowledgeable of these things makes me leery of your product.
I'm very concerned.
Yeah,
I'm very
and-
concerned.
And then she like, you know, was like, my son can't even go anywhere without having to carry his EpiPen. Proceeds to tell him, go get your EpiPen. So he gets up and saunters off. And then she was like, yeah, he can't go anywhere because we are fearful of like him having a panic attack. EpiPens are not, baby. EpiPens are not for
Panic
panic
attacks?
attacks.
For panic
Let's-
attacks?
You know, so like I'm genuinely concerned about everything
Panic attacks?
before we even get to the taste of the sauce.
Panic attacks?
You know what?
This what we talking about?
She just needs
I'm
a good
scared
team.
of public
Yeah.
speaking. Get me an EpiPen.
She needs a good team.
Who's on her team? Thank you. That's what I was gonna say. Who's on her team?
Who's the team?
Team of me.
Somebody get her a new team.
She,
Pink sauce.
Well, it's at least three of them.
You need a new squad.
There's at least three of them.
Listen,
Me, myself, and it's at least three.
Listen,
Because
three.
her
At least three.
Two to three
pink
need to be
sauce
fired.
could have been, you know, and probably maybe still can be. I don't know. I'm still probably never going to taste it, but she needs a team to help her, you know, go the direction she wants. It seems like she wants to go, right? She needs a business partner that knows the business side,
Yeah.
that knows the
Yeah.
legal side, the FDA
Mm.
side, all of that. She needs another team that deals with logistics as far as packaging, as far as
Labeling.
labeling and
That's-
all of that. Like,
hospitality management gets you all
she
of
needs
like
all of that. I think she got in way over her head when she jumped on there, put the sauce out there. Some people were like, "Yeah, I like this," and then you know you spread yourself
Yeah,
too
too
wide,
thin,
too
yeah.
quick, and
Yeah.
you're thin.
Yeah.
You don't have the structure in place. And that's what happens when you
Mm.
slap a UPS label on a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, that's facts.
and send it off.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Too deep for me.
She put that thing in a
that's
tag-along
real
Too
Ziploc
deep for
container
me.
and said, "This gonna be it."
And the Ziploc bag is the thing that got me. Wasn't it? You know, I feel like it would probably go bad. What's in it?
We
Dragon
we do
fruit
know-
goes bad after a point if it's not
So-
refrigerated. I think, right?
Yeah, which
Yeah, so,
I'm
I
saying
mean,
if you're mailing it,
It's I mean,
That's
it's
at
got
least a
dragon
couple
fruit.
days.
It's got some milk product.
It's milk-based,
It's milk
so-
based, yeah. So I
Does it
mean,
have you going to the bathroom?
You have
It's-
to
it's-
refrigerate
it's
milk-based
perishable.
products.
It is perishable.
Yeah.
Kev brought up
It's
a
super
good
per-
point.
yeah, damn
when
right
we
it's
were talking
perishable.
offline about, well, when you get, mayonnaise or something like that,
Yeah,
that's sitting on
it's
the
on
shelf
shelf.
Yeah.
Right.
until you open
Until
it,
you open
and
it,
then
right.
you got to refrigerate it. So,
Right.
all right,
we can
let's
give
just
her
say-
a smidge of grace.
let's just say that may be the case.
I'm pretty sure
Maybe.
you opened it once it's in the Ziploc bag.
But
Yeah, that's where she went wrong. She should be selling it in, even though bags can be vacuum sealed, I'm still not comfortable like sending a sauce off in a vacuum sealed bag.
Not food,
Like it
not
needs
food.
to be like jarred,
Yeah.
bottled, something.
Which I understand, to her credit, I understand she did change her.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah,
But
Well,
yeah,
I have
hopefully she's
a
making
question. How
strides.
popular is this thing right now?
I mean,
I
it was
mean,
It's been
it,
pretty
was
it
popular.
reached a
viral,
you know, all it takes is
So
one
she makes
viral video.
so she's making a good coin.
And just as a disclaimer,
We don't
she
know.
started
I can assume that.
she started making some money, but then as the product started being delivered, people were having
Mhm.
questions.
Mhm.
So, I don't know exactly how lucrative she was at that.
Well,
point.
after what I just saw here,
Do better.
Can we get another cold on this joke? Because I'm.
you're gonna have to pray over that.
and I just want to put this out there as a disclaimer.
It just
like,
doesn't.
We're not taking shots at her.
Hold on. Big shout out to Ken for the Hoochie Daddy shorts, man. Big shout out.
Yeah, buddy.
There
Hit it.
is, you know what I'm saying?
Hoochie
Hey,
Daddy Summer.
that's what it is. Man.
What
Hey, like she said, we heard it was
the
long.
bruh?
But let me put this out there real quick. Just as a disclaimer, we're not trying to shoot her down like by any means. We support
Nah.
like business, but we just want to say like hopefully further down in line she's making the proper improvements to be able to promote and push her product the way that it properly should be.
Yeah.
And for the next person, don't do what she did.
Don't do what you did. That's a bad idea. Get a team. Get a team that cares about you. You know what I'm saying? Get a team that cares about you. That's gonna do right by you. All that good stuff, man. Don't get a team that's gonna get you got. Don't get a team that's gonna get you got.
Don't. I like that quote. Don't get a team
Don't get a team.
that will get you got.
I'm
Mm.
saying.
That's a word right there.
I'm
Right,
saying.
King Rich, did you write that down?
That's
That's
Y'all
a
see-
word
y'all taking notes over there?
That could preach.
That's real talk right there,
That
man.
could
Do
breathe.
not get a team that's gonna get you got, and like that
Woo.
that applies to so many different.
Yes,
things. I
it
know
does.
We
That-
talking about pink sauce right now.
That's
But I'm trying to tell
the
you
bottom
something.
of the barrel with that.
that can go in so many ways.
That goes in so many
Hey,
ways.
hold on. Let me get out the way. We
Uh-oh.
live, baby. This is what we do.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, y'all cups ain't empty yet. So
Uh-oh. What?
Just empty.
Was
Another
that a
mocktail?
Was that a challenge?
I
Sounded-
said those.
Me. Well, you know, Rick. Well, cute. My nephew, he's a professional. No.
Shoot, the fact that we're
Disclaimer,
talking about it
because
right
we
now,
do
people
have
gonna
viewers,
Google, what is pink
Please,
sauce?
if you are not of age, let me put this out there. If you're not of age,
Why the shit are you watching this show?
Also,
Why are you
don't
here?
drink.
Hold on.
Don't
I'm
look
blaming
at
your
your
parents.
You not of age. Why the shit are you here? Why are you here?
I'm blaming your parents.
No, because I'm going to whoop all of them. Who gave you the link?
Bust
I'm
you all
getting
up.
it
I'm
close
bust
to
you all
an
up, man.
ASMR moment.
Someone's getting the cut face first, I swear to
Like,
Let me
get-
see your ID.
Get smile white with a brick out here.
Wow. Shout out to that. Shout out to Kyle C. Coleman for being the first black national president.
But otherwise, drink responsibly.
We're gonna edit that part out. We don't want no. Drunk Daryl is here.
I'm not doing that. But anyways, what's the next topic, Trey?
Oh my goodness! All right, so next intro, John. We're gonna switch gears just a little bit.
We talking sports,
We're
wasn't
gonna
it?
switch to some sports, right? Just real quick.
Oh
so
Lord, this is gonna be crazy.
All right.
This might go on for.
I'm
Is
waiting
Jamal
to
on
see.
it? Is Jamal watching? Because
Somebody send him the link just in case. You know. And
Yeah, send it to the group.
I need
Send it
him
to the
on
group.
here.
Or this might get. Can I start first or no? Okay.
So look, here's the subject, right? So this is what I saw this morning. Okay, so NBA, as we're watching the summer league game here up in the background, you know, there's been some contract negotiations and some trade rumors. We got Kevin Durant is a trade rumor about him going to Golden State. Trade rumor about him going to Boston. Back to Golden State. Back to Golden State.
Why?
And then honestly, something that's on brand for him is him going potentially to Boston, the team that beat his ass in the the team that whooped his ass in the playoffs.
Thanks for clearing that up.
There's a difference, dude.
Okay.
Kev, what was it? 4-1?
Yeah,
Or did they sweep him? They didn't sweep him. Did they sweep him?
No,
So they got
They
they didn't get sweet. No.
couldn't have. Did they get swept?
Under the rug swept.
Can we get some clarification
I'm
on
gonna
that?
clarify that,
Okay.
but it was either a regular sweep or a gentleman sweep, one or the other. The bottom line is and I like Kevin Durant.
You
I
DC,
do
ain't
think-
it? From DC.
He's from
Whiskey
DC,
sours,
PG.
by the way.
Whiskey
My
sour.
man.
Sours.
My man.
Y'all like that? Whiskey sours, man. Get y'all something.
I'm in these streets.
Hey, we got to do something
I ain't got no
soon.
license, but I'm a bartender.
Yeah, he is.
We got to
Hey,
do
man.
something soon where we have everybody come through. We have people.
Oh, a
come through.
live set. Okay.
Yeah,
We
you
can
know
go
what
to
I'm
On the
saying.
Rocks.
There you
I'll
go.
talk to ownership.
Y'all get ready for that. I'm talking to Serenity's Wine Bar too. They got a little spot over there.
I heard they
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah,
I'm ready
yeah,
to try them out.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. So y'all be on the lookout, man. There's gonna be some.
Oh,
some more
another
stuff coming.
thing for all the entrepreneurs out there, people that own businesses, want to shout out? Put it down, live. Want to shout you out?
Oh yeah, put your business. In
Put
the
your
comments.
business
Yeah,
out there in the
of course.
comments, and we will
Of course.
we will
like
shout
that.
it out. See what we could do to help.
You know how
We are here to help.
Oh shit, Boston did sweep them.
Wow.
Under the rug.
Swept them under the rug.
So they got dragged. That's what you're saying. They got dragged.
They got dragged and swept. So
Gotcha.
now, when KD joined the Golden State Warriors last time,
Yeah.
right?
Talk about it.
When
Say something.
he joined the Warriors last time,
What you gonna say?
didn't the Warriors sweep that ass under the rug then too? Somebody Google that.
No, they didn't. The
Was it
Warriors-
5-1?
The Warriors came
Or
back from
4-1?
3-1. From 3-1 and beat them.
Oh, that's worse.
3-2.
They had a
I
comeback
think it was
story.
3-1. I think they were down
They
3-1.
were up. The Oklahoma City Thunder were up. The Warriors came back and beat them, and then he joined the Warriors.
So basically, they whipped his candy ass.
Well, so listen, and because I'm all about in fairness.
And I like KD. I want to make sure this is
In
clear.
In fairness, it wasn't KD's fault. I'm gonna blame James Harden, but that's another story.
Well, he probably could play him if he stopped being all the strip clubs.
Well,
Well,
that's new James Harden. But I mean, old James Harden, they just weren't living up to his potential. And
Mm.
it wasn't really KD so much as, but you know.
Yeah. I hear
But
you.
we digress.
I hear you.
Well, okay, so all right, for the sake of time, it wasn't KD then.
Yeah.
But the fact is, they was down 3-1, or they was up rather 3-1, lost the series. KD went and joined the rival that beat him. Now
And won
the
two championships.
rumors- and won 2 championships.
And was
to
the
his credit.
and was the Finals
And he was the
MVP.
finals
Man.
MVP. To his credit, I'm not listening. KD is no
Man,
scrub.
I was about to say, if you go back and look at those clips, man, he had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Because Warriors became that unstoppable team. It was
Absolutely.
looking at those clips, it was nasty. It was like
You couldn't stop them. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was pretty disgusting.
It was that super team. It was that 99 team on,
Yeah.
2K or
Overall
whatever,
99, yeah.
What? Oh, man.
I mean, you got Steph, Clay, Draymond, KD, same team.
Andre Iguodala, who
And-
was still
and
formidable
Iggy.
at that point.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Kevon Looney, Sean Livingston,
Yeah.
they,
Livingston, he wasn't no scrub.
yeah.
Especially on defense,
And so here's why I never take issue with this. When we were in gym in
Mhm.
middle school, in
Mhm.
high school, when you go to open gym, when you go to a basketball court, and y'all picking teams, what do you do?
Talk about it.
what do?
Talk about it.
Pick the
You
best
pick
player.
the
Best
best.
players.
You pick the best players. Like so, at some point, I'll call us the casual fan, which I think I'm more than the casual fan, but I'll call us the casual fan. We decided that we no longer wanted the best teams. We wanted people to fight their way to for what? I don't ever like at my regular job, I don't want to struggle to get shit done.
Yeah.
Like I want to work with the best teachers.
But you know why? You know why though?
Because that makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like why they kind of put that, you gotta struggle to fight and win that championship. You know why? Especially because back in the day, teams were allegedly not linking up with each other.
Because one, that you only had 11 teams.
Well, how about that? Let's start there.
Like,
But let's start there.
Two,
The-
like,
foremost, yeah.
and players didn't have that kind of power over their like free agency.
Yeah,
The
that's
reason
real.
it's called free agency is because you can decide what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Now, what he's doing right now is wild. You just signed a 4-year deal and you're asking for a trade. That's
He signed it,
wild.
what, a year ago, 2 years ago? 2 years
Yeah,
ago, right?
but he's got 4 years left on his deal and he's asking for a trade. That part is wild. But if my contract is up and I choose to go where I want, why do you have an issue with that?
Let me ask this. Real quick, and then we can go back. Because I've heard this several times now where people will say, well, there's no loyalty anymore.
Yeah.
Players are just jumping from team to team, right? But here's my question back to them. It's like, well, what is the team really doing for the players?
Yeah.
The owners aren't loyal to you. They're loyal to the dollar sign.
Which brings me
that
to Dame Dollar. Which brings me to Dame Dollar. Damian Lillard out in Portland. So I heard a 60 in one season.
What?
So Damian Lillard signed a contract, I believe, for $176 million. Was it a 4-year extension?
Well, two-year extension, $123 million, which is going to complete a 4-year, $180 million-ish
About $100
dollar.
million, yeah.
It's wild.
He's due, I think, in a couple by age he's 32. So I think at age 36, he's due to make $63 million that season.
Dollars.
Now, are the Portland Trailblazers loyal to Damian Lillard?
Actually, they are what we would consider loyal to a fault.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because
they're
never going to win anything.
Yeah.
However, the money that they've made off of the name Damian Lillard far exceeds the $200 million that he's going to see for the next 4 years.
4 years. They're probably going to make that annually.
Yeah,
off of Dame's deal.
so there is no amount of money that you could pay to ever compensate your superstars
right
of what you're
Right.
making off of them.
Right.
When
Right.
when LeBron James first got drafted to Cleveland, they said Cleveland's revenue increased, the city of Cleveland, their revenue increased 700%.
Yeah.
Bars, restaurants, just regular places were thriving because LeBron James played in Cleveland, Ohio.
It's the city for me.
Which again,
Good.
when he left, y'all should have thanked him for all he had done for 7 years instead of burning his jersey because your business thrived just because he played in your city.
Their economy went in the toilet for the 4 years he was in Miami.
Yeah.
And
Ungrateful.
I'm talking about the Cleveland,
Ungrateful.
city of Cleveland economy, not like the Cavaliers suck balls. Like the entire city of Cleveland sucked balls while LeBron wasn't there.
They suck the girth of horse.
But what they made with his presence, they should have set some of that to the side, knowing that the owner of the Cavaliers at the time and the GM Dan Gilbert weren't doing anything for them.
That's the thing, though. Is I think the owner expected him to just be doggedly loyal to the city
because he's from Ohio.
Because he's from Ohio. Because he's from Akron, and think about it. Michael Jordan. Everybody compared LeBron to Mike, and I think that's an unfair comparison.
It's not.
I think that's not a fair comparison, to be fair. But people compared him to Mike. Mike never left until everything was over. He did get into it with Jerry Krause towards the end of his career, but he stayed from 83 or 84 when he was drafted until 96, 97.
Then went to the Wizards.
Before, but even that was after the
sans
fact.
the 3 years that he walked away from the game.
Minus the 3 years he walked away from the game, or however long that was,
Yeah.
year and a half, 2 years, whatever that was.
But Chicago put a team around him.
Yes, they did.
Cleveland
coach.
didn't. Cleveland did not.
And
Cleveland gave LeBron James the Junisil.
You can't tell them that.
And then they gave him 36-year-old Shaquille O'Neal and said, "Make it work."
And like Eric Snow,
Eric,
That's
yeah,
all that.
and Larry Hughes, who
Larry
was
Hughes,
30,
yeah.
32, 33 at the time, and said, "Make
Yeah.
it work."
Mm.
And LeBron James carried the likes of that to the NBA Finals.
I was about to say, the thing is, they told him to make it work, and he kind of did.
He kind of did.
Yeah, he
but
did.
it wasn't enough to meet San Antonio. It wasn't enough to beat those early Boston teams who won championships facing Kobe in the
Yeah.
final. Like, that wasn't enough.
I think the word is championships with an S.
That part.
They got him that one. They should have been grateful.
Because they hadn't won anything.
They hadn't won anything.
The
They haven't-
Cavaliers, the
They haven't.
Browns,
They haven't
the
won.
Indians.
They haven't won. They haven't won anything since Noah built the ark. So let's start there. They should have been grateful
But seriously,
that
though,
they got one.
literally, aside from that one championship, I think the city of Cleveland won when Jim Brown was playing.
Yeah.
I don't think the Indians have won anything.
That's it.
They have. I thought.
Did they win recently, the Indians?
recently?
Because if they ever won recently,
When did David Justice was?
that was the Braves, wrong Indian.
Oh well. Oh well. Well, you got it then. The Cleveland Indians. Well, there you have it then. There you have it then.
Somebody Google that.
I'm going to Google.
If the Indians won anything.
I don't know.
I know the Browns haven't won anything since Jim Brown.
Now wake me
I
up
know-
when we get to football for real, because
I
I
know.
got a lot to say
Oh,
on that.
don't worry. We're getting into football season. It's coming. We got August coming up.
That
starting
segment's
next
about
week.
to be real long.
Oh,
It's
don't.
about to be. Let me
That
know.
segment is going to be real long. All right.
I'm-
anyway.
We could start now. I'm telling you right now. So we have Tampa Bay here.
Oh yeah.
We have the Ravens here, and we have the Commanders here.
The Cleveland Guardians
What the shit is that?
won 2 championships.
What
Not
the
the-
shit is
AKA
Guardian? What is
Oh,
that?
that's what the Indians are now.
Oh, is that what they are? They're not the Indians anymore. They're the
Yeah.
Guardians.
Are you serious?
No shit. Really?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Really?
The
Oh, shit.
Guardians.
We got the Commanders and the Guardians.
It's the what? The, what is the mascot? What is it?
The
That's
Guardians.
probably another episode, but if the name changes,
What's the Guardian?
should the endorsements to the Native American
Trey.
stock.
Oh,
Trey, I'm
that's
put-
a good
what is-
question. That's
so
a
it's
good
a-
question.
We'll say
So
that.
the mascot is a Spartan Guard. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing this.
Good.
I'm not doing it.
What's the next topic? What's the next topic? I'm not doing this.
I'm not doing it, yo.
Hold on. Are you serious?
No, they really changed the name to the Guardian. No,
Right.
Really
Are
Yeah.
you serious right now?
Yes.
Google it. I'm
I
sorry.
just did.
Really? He's going to Google.
The Guardian? What are they Guardian?
The Guardian. Wait, so when did they win? When did they win recently? I feel like I remember the Indians going to the World Series
Guardian.
recently. Like
The
last 10 years.
Guardian?
That's on
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the American League.
That's giving me Spartan Guard. Oh, shout out to Norfolk. Yeah. Shout out to them. Love you. Love you. Behold. Yeah, behold. Love
Ho ho!
you.
Okay, so the Cleveland Guardians, who used to be the Indians, won in 1920 and 1948.
19.
And 19. Hey,
Yeah.
put something in the comments if you was
The-
alive last time the Cleveland Indians / Guardians won the championship.
The,
What
the
was
Cleveland
Christopher
the
Columbus was
Cle-
on
the
third
Cle-
base. I'm just
The Cleveland Browns, 1964. The Cavaliers was 2016.
okay.
That's
Okay.
like
Okay.
so. Before
Okay.
2016, it was 1964.
Okay.
Be grateful is what we're saying.
Be grateful.
Yeah,
Be grateful.
Be grateful.
Just be grateful. That's all I'm saying. Be grateful. I'm just saying. Because you couldn't have won nothing.
You could have got nothing.
You could have won nothing.
The real deal is y'all actually still got nothing. Dude, that's the real deal. We're gonna talk about it. Hold on, let me adjust my mic real quick. The real deal is y'all still got nothing. LeBron came back 2016. Cleveland done nothing still. We're gonna see what Deshaun Watson do in Cleveland. with the
suspension.
Browns.
Are we in the
After his
football
suspension,
before I split my
did he-
lid?
did he
Are we
get-
going into
did he-
football now?
real quick,
Before
though,
I go off?
But
Okay.
did he get
They
suspended?
haven't
for it?
handed it down yet, but he's gonna get
He's
suspended.
gonna probably for the whole season. I think he's gonna be. The
I
whole
don't I don't know about that.
He should-
Just
he
like
should.
we are.
I don't know about that. That's why we need to get into this.
We are
So
on
let me
our
know
way.
when we get
Well,
into
so
football.
we
Save this
did.
for another week.
We did.
Yeah,
We gonna come back.
But
We're gonna come back.
We'll go full NFL another week.
Don't worry. There's
What's
gonna be
what's
a
the next
whole
topic? Because we
episode.
gotta.
Yeah, we gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it
All right. So here we go. Next one up here. Y'all heard it. There's a singer or I think it's a one guy named Division, and he has done exactly what his name entails. He came
divided.
out with a song. He divided. He
did
came out with a song where the lyrics are, "If I get caught cheating, that don't mean I don't love you." I'm reading this verbatim. Y'all heard that?
Of course.
I haven't heard
Who has
it. Keep going.
If I get caught cheating, it don't mean I don't love
I
you.
don't listen to this stuff.
Don't let one little fuck mess all this up. He knows the lyrics over here. Q knows the lyrics. He's advertising. He's here all day. I heard it was long. All right, anyway. Y'all up to it? Y'all want to hear this shit?
With lyrics like that, we gotta be.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Somebody
let's-
pour
let's pour it in.
shots, man. Let's
Let's
get
pour
it.
it in.
Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all get ready. We about to pour these shots, and
Pour
we
it
about
in,
to
dude.
talk about this one.
If I get caught cheating,
First of all, if I get caught cheating,
if I get
If.
caught cheating,
if
I get-
I get caught cheating,
Stipulation.
Why would you get caught?
whew,
Cause you didn't cheat right? I don't know.
why would you be cheating? Why cheat?
who cheats more?
Why cheat?
Who cheats more?
we
Hey,
get-
Who's
that's
cheats
not
more?
that's not the route. That's not the route we supposed to be
Oh,
going.
okay. All right, you're right.
I'm
Now
just
you talking
saying.
about who's better liars.
Women.
Women are way better liars than men.
Women.
Women are way better
I'm
liars
just
than
gonna
men.
cut it right there. Women. That's not even
That's not a discussion. But matter of fact, women will admit, y'all will admit, women are better liars than men.
But worse, much worse at apologies.
That part.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all see this? It be your own people. Y'all see this bottle? Look at this bottle. Look what's left in this bottle. It be your own people.
I mean, it was a chumpy. You know,
I ain't mad at you, bro. Nah, fuck that. Let me get that. Yeah, let me get that.
top it off.
Boy, the 9 finishes. Boy, the tail.
The tail.
tail.
The tail's gonna finish this right here. All right, fellas. Let's do this. We about to talk about men in the club singing, "If I get caught cheating, that don't mean I don't love you." We about to talk about it. And then we about to mess all y'all up because we're gonna get into a TD Jake Sherman. The one I said Sherman. I meant Sermon.
Sherman.
The shots have kicked in. The shots have kicked in. But we're gonna talk about that in a
We can
second.
go.
So what are we on? Shot 5?
Basically.
Fuck it. Up to it,
And
down
the way I
to
did
it.
y'all drinks.
I'll be down to it.
We more than that. Let's go.
So hold on. Buzz, before you put that, don't you know how a future brother, what was his name? Mr. Rogers, he normally has a guest that knocks on the door. It might be one of those episodes. Just to put it in. Continue.
Don't get nobody stabbed.
Hey,
Don't get no.
The bros
we will
are
have-
in the building.
I just don't have no human sacrifices on live
Oh,
TV.
man.
You know.
Would that be something? Man, hell, somebody a church got robbed on live stream. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see
Wait,
that?
I didn't see the church getting
The
robbed.
pastor got
The
robbed
pastor,
for
though.
$400,000.
Are we gonna talk about that? We gonna talk about that next?
We got-
Yeah,
we
let's
gotta
talk
take that
about
for
that
another
now.
I was listening to, I was reading the comments. I was trying to look at the verbiage, right?
Yeah.
Was it the pastor alone that got robbed for 400,000, or was it the congregation? Did they go after the whole?
So
I was trying to look at the verbiage.
this is what I heard.
A pastor got robbed.
What I heard is that it was the pastor lost 400,000 racks, or 400 racks.
He flaunts a lot though.
So
He was flaunting a lot though.
you need.
Bro had like Gucci, he had like Gucci and shit. Like he had like a lot of stuff.
He is known to come to church driving a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, he
so
did.
he's very flashy.
Listen, he's doing the absolute
I
most.
read that too.
I don't know what pastor this is.
We don't
So-
either.
Oh my God.
So then we
I
all
could
know
probably
where your
give you a
ties are
few.
going. So then it's like, all right, maybe it's just me, Maybe it's me.
Maybe it's me.
Maybe it's me.
Get ready, those are coming. All right, all right.
I'm a PK kick, so I
But
might
if
have
see
to
something
dabble
like
into the
that,
resources.
I'm not
of the lamb.
Giving my money.
I can find out for you now. You know I can now.
I'm not doing that. I'm very observant.
Yes, leave it alone, Trey. Yes, play. What? Yes, back.
We're gonna
the
get to
task
that.
at
We're
hand.
gonna get to
If
that.
I get caught cheating.
It don't mean.
It don't
Hey,
mean.
don't mean I don't love
Hey, comments. Y'all let us know if we get caught cheating. Does it mean, in fact, that we don't love you? What do y'all think? What do y'all
We're supposed to separate the two.
We're about to find out here in a second. I want to hear this song. I want to hear how this sounds. Let's get into it.
Is this Augusta, Georgia? Sounds like Pick Your Butt, Mississippi. I'm trying not to cuss on the podcast.
I'm trying this one more
I'm about to let it loose though.
We do lots of
I'm about to let it loose. Trey,
hold
Trey,
It's just one.
Trey,
One little
Trey, Trey.
It's just one.
Number one, I don't want. Number one, I don't want to hear it again.
That was a whole.
We're not gonna hear it again.
Number
just
one,
one.
two, I couldn't stand what this country ass was saying.
Shout out to all the shout out to all
Number
the ladies
one,
that get
number
the
one,
next
three.
offense.
Number one, three.
It did.
Number one, three.
Number
Take his
one,
ass
three.
back to Picking Nose, Mississippi, and get some new lyrics. I'm done.
So they full boy and hustle and flow.
What's number 4?
Number 1, 4. I don't have it.
It's just one. It's just one little sheet. One little.
So wait, can we all agree that it was catchy though?
It was catchy as fuck.
It's catchy.
It's catchy as fuck. Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
catchy.
King Rich, I couldn't understand. I got
don't-
family and stuff. I couldn't
Bro, we
understand.
telling you what it said right here. I'm gonna tell you right here what
He
it
just
said.
said it.
It say, and I quote, "If I get caught cheating, that don't mean I don't love you. Don't let one little fuck
Just one.
mess all this up."
So here's the question.
Who
I mean,
among
there's-
you?
There's several questions.
It's several.
But of course, you gotta ask the question.
There are many
questions. Was he lying though? Right? I mean, he wasn't lying, right? All right. Not
What
that
is-
I
what is all
agree
this? What is
with
all this?
What's going on? I
It's
don't,
just
you know,
one.
I don't agree with that whole,
For the record, yes.
For the record.
He's not agreeing.
no, I'm not agreeing.
Yes.
Catchy song, yes. I don't agree with what was the situation, right? Cheating and all that. No, I don't agree with that.
City Boy Summer,
Because that's wrong.
City Boy Summer, Hot Boy Summer,
Cheating is wrong.
Hot Boy Summer.
Listen,
No,
Cheating is wrong.
cheating is wrong.
Cheating
It's
is
wrong.
Unless it's on the test, and you got to get the grade so you can graduate.
Listen, my
Without-
bachelor's degree is due to cheating.
without putting any names
master's
out
is
there,
not.
right? Without putting any names out there, right?
Right.
This song right there is actually truth.
It is.
Because I know of
Oh, boy.
situations personally
Oh boy.
where this has happened.
Yeah.
And now the relationship is flourishing. But it's not because of
It was one little fuck. That's why.
it's not because of the song itself, right? It's because of how they handled the situation, they talked about it, communicated, all of that, and decided they wanted to go down that route, that path, and get closer together and handle it the way that they wanted to handle it, So you listen, all I'm gonna say is you can't be mad at the song. I've heard that there's been a lot of females that are disgruntled.
Oh, they call it misogyny. They call it misogyny. Straight up. They're calling it misogyny.
Which that's
I'm sorry.
hypocritical
I'm
because
sorry.
the songs that they constantly bump
Talk
on
about
their-
it.
on their systems
Talk about it.
are Future.
But wait,
Future, who just Valentine's Day the worst day because I got so many women.
Hold on.
Like that's the music y'all subscribe to. So like that, I think that's the wildest part to me. Like we hate a culture of cheating and misogyny and belittling of women and all that.
None of us fuck with that.
But every song you bump on the radio and in the
Is
club
that.
is
Is that?
bitch this and hoe that, and I got so many women. I fucked her in my Gucci flip flops, and that's
The Gucci flip flop.
That's the acceptable.
Gucci flip flops are comfortable.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna do that type of activity, I
that's-
recommend doing it in Gucci
That's
flip
what's
flops.
acceptable. So why then is making this song a problem when every song on the radio sounds like this?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe
Well,
Kevin,
so-
they listening to the beat. They
I
not
guess
listening
my
to the lyrics.
question is, don't women like the songs that women make, like don't they sound like that too?
I pull my pussy out. And
That's what I'm
smack you in the
saying,
face
like-
with it. Like that's
Damn,
I mean,
that's-
there's whole songs.
First of all,
about
that's
it.
some incredibly big lips. That's first of all. Second of all,
Can we take it back to
First
the
of all-
word?
second of all, I ain't never heard
Hey,
no
hey,
lips.
talk about it.
Let's
Because
take it
words
back to
mean
the
things.
word
Because words mean
misogyny.
things. Yes, sir.
Because I feel like
Yes, sir.
We're always in
I
this
need another
culture,
shot,
this
man.
society right now.
No, boy, I
we're
do
always
need another
using
shot.
words and then twisting it, using it to make it mean other things than the actual meaning.
Words
Uh-huh.
mean things.
So misogyny, right? According to dictionary, right?
Yep.
It's the dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women.
Oh, pause. Wait. I'm gonna just say this real quick. The majority, by definition, the majority of misogynists are women. All right, go ahead.
So I'm just saying,
By the definition.
in this song, though, right? In this song, are they talking about a dislike of women,
No,
a
I don't
contempt
think
for
so.
women,
I don't think so.
an ingrained prejudice against women?
I don't think so.
Actually, it sounds like a confession.
Sounds like a confession. I fucked up, but that don't mean I don't love you.
So why are we talking about misogyny here?
Okay,
First
so
of
again,
all,
can we be? Hold on. Get to that second thought.
Wait,
Yeah, we need that.
Can I be
Where's
very,
it
very
at? Where's it
clear?
at?
Okay, all right. We got my request here. All right. So
We
anyway,
have to on
but
that.
what I'm saying is, seriously, in real life, if we stop and think about it, why are we even talking about misogyny in the first place? Are we talking about? Can you look up the definition of misandry?
I already had it pulled.
You already had it
bro.
up.
Because-
That's not LB right there,
Well,
boy.
because I've heard this word time and time again about misogyny.
Yeah.
Misogyny this, misogyny that. Nobody ever talks about
Misandry.
Right? It's the
Misandry.
dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against men.
Woo! Say it again.
It's the dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against men.
Hey,
one more time.
y'all not gonna like this. Y'all not gonna like this. But the majority of misandries, the majority of misandries are also women.
All right, we've heard it time and time again, but in this song, it's like it actually sounds like a confession to me. Like
These are my confessions.
I don't know. It does. It sounds like a confession.
Watch this.
Catchy tune.
Was that shit? Was
No
that
doubt. No doubt. Catchy tune. Sounds like a confession, right? Sounds like, listen, baby, I messed up. It doesn't mean, and sometimes I'm trying to
Rich,
see,
you fit.
like,
Rich.
from these comments, like, where they coming from? I'm trying to look at both sides here. Where these comments, where these women coming from when they, I can't.
Who cheats more, men or women?
Women.
I think women
Women.
cheat more. I think men get caught cheating more.
Right.
Men
Because
get
they
caught
stupid.
more.
Because they stupid.
Because
You
they
dumb fucks.
They, not
They.
us, 'cause we
You know
don't
why?
cheat.
You know why though? Because
They,
ego.
not
'Cause
us.
ego.
I'm not.
We
I'm.
don't
I'm.
cheat.
I'm
You're
single. I
looking at
can't. What am I
faithful-
cheating
a
about?
faithful
I'm.
man. Even
on
as single
up to it,
men,
down to it.
we're faithful.
Right.
We on
Right.
up to it, down to it.
Right.
On
I
up
don't
to it,
like
down to it.
drama.
We
Right.
don't condone. We do not
Definitely.
condone cheating. We do not condone cheating.
Beyond that,
Absolutely not.
love you, babe.
Love you,
But
babe.
Listen, no. Come on.
We know you're both listening too. So
What?
You know they
Shout
on
out,
there.
you know,
You know they on there.
because we know y'all there. We love
big
y'all.
shout to the wild.
Anything anonymous? they on there.
Shout out to the Mary Bros out here. Yeah, that's it. Just us.
Yes.
That's it.
Spring
That's why y'all
04.
ended
That's
up
it.
on the outside.
That's it. That's why we on the
Is,
outside. Let me. Everybody right here.
We
they're-
holding
they're-
up the foundation right now.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
definitely the tackles.
We motherfucking yeah, we motherfucking pillars out
Y'all
here,
the
you know what I'm
tackles.
saying? Yeah, you gotta make
Y'all the
sure that-
tackles.
That the running back and the quarterback got time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
Who? Y'all wasn't ready for that. Okay, all right.
Oh no, Neo, no, they get excited. Normally I'll be excited about. I'm getting old, so I.
I'm excited. Let me get that Uber real quick.
No, he's passing it. Pass the peas.
But no, seriously though, like that I think honestly, I think women cheat more than men. I think the majority of misogynists are women. I believe the majority of misandries are women. Now, with that being said, this does not mean that there aren't bad apples, but I do believe that most men understand the assignment. I believe that most men understand the assignment. Doesn't
Oh
mean
yeah,
that
you know
there
why?
doesn't mean that there aren't bad ones. There are piece of shit men out here, straight up at great numbers, right? But I believe the majority are good men, and I don't believe that what podcast was that? I don't believe that men, for example, go get high-paying jobs for the purpose of oppressing women. I don't believe that. I believe that we go get the jobs that we get so that we can take care of the women in our lives, whoever those women are.
I think that when we find a good woman,
Right.
The good ones, that is.
a good woman, right? A good woman.
Say it again.
I'm trying to make sure that it's not plural, it's singular.
What is a
When we
woman?
find a good woman.
What is a woman?
Don't start that.
What is a woman?
Here we go. No, seriously, we fight harder, right? When we find a good woman, we want to make sure that she's our family, our camp is taken care of.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But so, man, I had a question. All right.
We live and we're drunk.
I had a question about the song itself and what message do you think that the song is sending? And is that why they're more so mad? Do you think that the song itself is sending a message that it's okay to cheat? Do y'all think that that's why they're mad? Because
that's a good question.
I'm gonna say it. This is how women's brains operate. So they tying in a bunch of stuff. So do you think that the song itself is sending some kind of message that it's okay to cheat?
I don't think so.
I don't think so
He's
either.
admitted of he's recognizing that he did mess up, and he's willing to take that step and admit it and to fix that problem. I don't think he's saying that it's okay to cheat. I think he's saying do
y'all think that
just like anybody else, but I'm willing to stay in here and work on that mistake.
But do you think the niggas singing it in the club?
Ooh.
You think that panel that's singing it in the club are looking at it from that perspective?
The panel singing in
the cat singing it in the club.
They don't care.
That's what I'm saying. They don't give a shit.
They don't like the panel in the club doesn't care because it's a catchy tune.
And why should they? I mean, why should
Well, all right.
They listening to the beat.
So then that begs another question, right? What the caliber of woman that they are dealing with when they are presenting themselves in a certain, when they're presenting themselves, period, right? Do you? Oh my goodness!
Are you going with quality? Is that what you're getting at?
We're going up. We're going.
Are we going?
quality.
We going quality? I feel like that's where you're getting at.
We're going quality.
You know, people are gonna be mad at this podcast.
Hey, listen.
Okay, and
It
that's
is what it is because there's standards to this.
It
There's
is.
standards to this. You know
Not
what I'm
only
saying?
standards, but double standards.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
the question I want to pose is, what is it that you're not doing that your man has to go cheat?
Woo! 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 Hold up!
I could have shot.
Hold up!
Woo.
I wasn't ready for that one.
Whoa!
Wait a minute.
I wasn't ready for that one.
Wait a minute.
I've been doing everything. I've been doing this, that, and the third.
Frying chicken, making macaroni and cheese.
Is it
In
what
the
you
bedroom.
think? Or is it what you
Oh!
are actually doing? What are you doing? What you think? you
Double
should be doing?
stuff.
Or is it what your man needs?
Quentin opened up the whole nother
Now, of course,
Pandora's
you know what I'm
box
saying.
now.
Well, what
Here's
about
a
my needs
question.
and all of that?
Here's a question: what do men need, though? What do men need?
I'm gonna take.
I think
Hold
that's-
on now.
Y'all, ladies, y'all
Now, y'all want us to
is
pass
the
this
part.
around?
Ladies,
We
this
want
is the
you to
part
try-
y'all
It's
need
about
to
to
pay
get real.
attention to. This the part y'all need to pay close
It's about to
attention
get real.
We about to get in.
We
for
about
real.
to take. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might have 5 different things, but all 5. We're gonna start through that.
I slapped
the
the shit.
tackles.
Hold up, yo. Somebody finna get popped on
Yeah,
live
for
TV.
I'm a killer person.
Who finna
Felicia,
get?
I told you
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was a guest.
Hold up, yo.
I told you there was a
Y'all
guest.
ready? Y'all ready? Somebody finna get got on
no,
live
no,
on
no.
YouTube.
I said there was
What
gonna
is
be a
going
guest.
on?
Oh! Whoa! Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
told you it was gonna be a guest.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man.
Hey yo!
Oh, man.
Hold
Oh,
on,
man.
somebody take this. Somebody take this. My man, what's up, boy?
Oh man, that's what's
Ladies and gentlemen,
Good to see you, brother.
ladies and gentlemen, my
Ladies and gentlemen,
fraternal
Good.
grandson.
I wasn't trying to come over that.
My fraternal
Get a
grandson.
spot. Get my man's in the game.
Take my seat.
This what we doing up to it, down to it. You never know what's about to go down.
Hey,
I
as you
made
all
it.
know,
I made it finally.
the bros
Are in the building. Man.
We had a guest. I told you. Y'all didn't believe me. That's not
Oh,
y'all
boy.
know. When I,
Oh, boy.
when I say I got something on the way, something on the way.
Oh,
You
my
gotta believe
God.
me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I need to
My
drink. Wait a minute.
goodness.
Hold on. Y'all want me to sit
So,
down in
so,
front of the
look,
camera.
so hold on. So listen. So the interesting thing was, as people get reset, and I'm over here talking into the microphone. People gotta get me reset and all that. Let me tell you, what's good about my man Josh being here, yo, and why I'm so excited about that is because we now have even ratios. We got 3 married bros and 3 single bros. So y'all about to get all of it. Y'all about to get everything.
Oh man,
That's what they got. That's why y'all married.
that's what it is.
That's what took me so long to get here.
Hold on, we got the married bros on the couch. Let's get the married bros on the couch real
What we
quick.
talking about?
Look. Listen, your timing is impeccable. Your timing is impeccable.
What we
Because
talking
one of the
about?
things we talking about right now is what do men want / need in a marriage, in a relationship. And I see you, baby. I love you too. I see you. But yeah, you know, but what do men need? What do we want? What are we looking for in a relationship? Pay attention.
Listen, all right. I mean, it's honestly simple. Definitely we need trust. We need somebody to be there for us, to have our backs. I mean, I think that's one of the things that's like not really, talked about enough. Because us, especially as black men, we supposed to have our own, right? We supposed to have yours. We supposed to have our own. We're supposed to have the families, but who has ours, right? So we need that comfort, that person just kind of like hold us close and be like, baby, it's okay. You can be vulnerable with me. You can confide in me.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the main things. And honestly, I think another thing that's not talked about enough, and I'm gonna talk about it because we had this conversation tonight.
Say something. Tell about it. Talk about it.
Space. Now, let me explain because I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be taken the wrong way. Now, when I say space, that doesn't mean I don't want to be around you. That doesn't mean I'm sick of you. None of that. It just means just like you need to have your time. Right, oh, baby, just let me breathe. Yeah. We need to breathe too.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
And when we're breathing, that doesn't mean you come and be like, "Oh, baby, come in." No, let me breathe first. When I'm ready to be, cuddled up and want to be hugged on, I'm gonna come to you.
Oh, don't worry.
But until that time, let me breathe. You feel me?
Hey, that's well put.
When I need the video game too, you see, I got the headset. I paused my game to be here. We need the game too.
We need the game.
We need the game.
Listen.
We need the game.
Y'all got to stop playing. Okay, look, we like fucking video games and fucking sports.
Mm-hmm.
Give us our time with our games and sports. I promise you,
exactly.
We will give you the world. We will give you the world. We just want a few minutes with our fucking games and our fucking sports.
Yo, no, I'll even take one further. I mean, I agree with my brother wholeheartedly. But I even go a little bit further. Listen, just like you want us to go with you on shopping excursions and all that stuff, sit down and pick up the controller.
Hello,
play a game with us. Like, hey, what you playing? Let me hop on the sticks. I mean, and don't get mad because you're probably gonna get beat, but just hop on the sticks with us.
I appreciate my wife for jumping on the controllers, and you know what I'm saying.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
She enjoys a good game of Tekken and whatnot, and you know what I'm saying. I appreciate it for that.
Shout out to the Gamer Girls.
I also try to do my best to sit in on some Big Brother stuff, and the shows that she likes. So yeah, it's definitely. It's definitely a balance to it.
No, and on the fair shot, like usually when I'm in the house, she normally puts on the show that she wants to watch. I usually don't watch shows. So she'll put on something that I don't know when the world's going on, but I'll sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
And sometimes she'll watch what I want to watch, of course. But like I said, it's balance. So when it plays a game, she plays games that she don't know when the world's going on.
Of course.
But like, for example, for my Xbox brothers, I got Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Xbox just came out with this Escape Academy or something like that, right? Well, no, it didn't just come out.
But it's free Academy?
But it's free on Game Pass, right?
My wife loves it. We were playing it before I got here. Like it's legit. It's like escape room, but to the extreme on a video game.
Oh man.
So I mean, just finding
Hold on,
things that they like to play too.
Pause real quick. Have y'all been to escape room? Let us know in the comments.
Have you? Listen.
If you haven't done an escape room, you need to do an escape room.
I did that. I think I did that for my birthday a little while back.
Yeah. We had a squad out there.
I was actually thinking about doing our own collab on we'll talk about that.
Oh, so no more.
I'm about to say it was like a legit escape. It wasn't one of them like little
we
booth
gonna buy up
things,
some
was it?
property.
Oh,
no.
I'm talking about the one you went to.
Oh no, the one we went to, it was legit.
We went to one at Columbia, I think, right? Is that
we went to one in Columbia. Yep.
Yeah. We went to Columbia. Yep.
I also went to one in DC. It was like a storied house. They had levels to it.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been to one in DC yet. Y'all let us know how those are. I haven't been to one in DC yet.
You know what I want to go to? Escape room. Have you ever heard of it's like Death Dinner or something like that?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Huh?
What is like
yes,
Clue?
murder mystery.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking
like
about.
Clue.
Yeah, it's like real life Clue. So basically, you sign up just like how escape room. Sometimes you're with people you don't know.
Yeah.
Same thing. You sign up, you go. You might be with other people. You literally have dinner, but then at some point, some shit go down, and you gotta figure out who killed who. You gotta. It's literally like live Clue.
Yo, that's crazy. Y'all remember the game Killer, the card game? Did y'all play that?
I think so. Yeah,
that was my shit, man. That sounds kind of like that. Like just kind of sitting around, and all of a sudden,
some
shit went down.
Let me tell you something about doing that. I don't have a switch. I barely say that. The brother, no.
Oh man.
Hey yo, I can't.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, what is this? Hold on,
Hey, real quick.
There are shot glasses.
Y'all see this right now?
I don't have a shot glass.
Yes,
Balance is important.
Hey, we had to
it's
let my
good
man
to
say
give
it.
each other space.
I appreciate that.
Don't get too comfortable in that space and stop doing things with each other.
Hold on, read that again.
Yeah.
I got you.
It says balance.
Told to sit down.
Felicia. Balance is important though. It's good to give each other space, but don't get too comfortable in that space and stop doing things with each other. Absolutely. Team cuddle. Hey, team date night. Go ahead. Make sure y'all plan it, yo. It's work. So get your date nights on. Get your your time alone. If you got kids, send them, get a babysitter, whatever it is. Like you listen. At the end of the day, I tell my wife this all the time. It's like, listen, because after the kids are gone, it's just going to be you and I. And I'm trying to kick my 2-year-old out now. Like, go to college, boy. You about to be 3. You should be in college.
You already be in school, bro.
That's my godson.
RJ ain't paying no bills. He ain't paying no bills.
You should
What
be
we
in
doing?
college.
I love my godson. That's a pretty boy. Like he's not what Richard's not gonna do is because his godmother is worse than me. I promise.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. Like, what
He ain't gonna do his godmother worse than me.
Let me go back to what
there's gonna be flowers and roses laid out.
I want to go back to this
My
comment.
son works.
Oh man.
Balance is important. It's good to give each other space. I want to go back to that. I know you just talked about it, but I want to go back to that because
Got him.
Did you get him, motherfucker?
Yeah. Wrist thump.
No bullshit. You got him?
Yeah, you got him.
Y'all don't
Quick walk on that nigga.
listen.
Nah.
Y'all don't understand what's happening right here.
Yeah,
Like
right there.
y'all understand the bros are in the building. We out here killing wildlife. You know what I'm saying? We out here. We got the hookah. We got the drinks. We got food. The bros are in the building right now.
Everybody after this though, y'all.
Yeah, listen. This is only the beginning, y'all. I wish y'all could see what's going to happen after we go off.
Can't do that.
But hey, look, this nigga talking about singing. Look, balance is important. Let me go back. Let me get back to the topic. Let me get back on topic real quick.
What we talking about?
Balance is important in every relationship.
All
right.
We have the what was the last?
I got you, man. Hold up, man. Listen. So balance is important in every relationship. You gotta have your time. There was a comment on here earlier that was talking about it was talking about like whether or not we got you. Well, next topic, we got you. Yeah, we about to be no good. We finna be no good. But yeah, man, you gotta have that shit, man. You gotta have that balance. You gotta have that where you get your time, where she gets her time. My wife absolutely likes her time. Nobody likes anybody being all, extra clingy and all that kind of stuff. Give people their time. Give men their space. And I promise you,
You heard
they'll give
about
you
Paul?
everything you want. Give the men their space.
Listen, married people. I'm single. You talking like single life? I don't know.
I don't know nothing about that.
Trash.
It sucks.
The dating pool has pee in it.
The dating pool definitely has pee in
Somebody
it.
peed in the dating pool.
But here's the
terrible.
funny thing about it though. That advice goes to single people as well, if you really think about it. One thing that I've realized, people that date, they feel like they got to be all up under each other. You don't have to be all up under each other, because that's when you get sick of each other.
You know
You
what?
feel me?
Mama may have.
Mama may have.
Mm-hmm. But God bless the child.
That has its own. You feel me?
God bless the child.
Like, there's nothing wrong with being like in that lovey-dovey space and enjoying yourself. I'm sorry, give me a second. Cheers to y'all. I'm in the building.
Let's let this man get his shot in real quick, man, because that's what we do. Up to it, down to it.
There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, remember, you need your own space. Like, that's legit. The thing, like, the one thing. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's probably a bunch of you because I don't know who on here. So my year anniversary is coming up in October. So, and I appreciate it. It's
Shout out to October weddings. Shout out to October weddings. Yeah.
Outside of the fact that that homecoming was supposed to be the first or the second week in October. I don't want to hear that shit.
When is homecoming this year? When is homecoming this year?
The 8th.
Govern yourselves accordingly. It's going down.
Oh shit! It's the beginning of October.
Yes, it
October
is.
8th. Stop playing with it.
Bro, are
And
we
guess
going?
what?
Are we going to do
It's
a night
2
before
days.
homecoming?
You know, it's 2 days. It's
Are we
2
going to do a
days
night
after.
before homecoming show live? Y'all want to do that? Y'all want to do a night before homecoming show?
I'm not.
Why have it?
I'm not
Why
making
have it before we can have it?
I'm not making a promise.
Y'all want to do an at homecoming show?
I'm not making a promise.
What?
You're crazy.
No, that's not happening.
We'll talk about this off camera
Because y'all
Listen,
not finna sit there doing
y'all finna
homecoming.
say-
Y'all
Yeah.
let us know if you want to hear a post homecoming show, a pre-homecoming show.
No, ain't nothing
Hold
happening.
on. Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a pre-homecoming. We're either gonna be a post-homecoming or during homecoming. Y'all let us know what y'all think. I think pre-homecoming. That's what I think. That's what I think.
I think you wild as
You
fuck
said
for that.
you said
You wild as
pre-coming,
fuck for that, bro.
He said post-homecoming. That's crazy.
It's all wild.
but both are wild.
We about to be no
We
good.
about to be on hiatus.
Y'all might
no
need to get the
good.
week after. We'll give you the highlights.
Recovery.
Y'all see this? Up to it, down to a homecoming edition. What y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do?
I'm trying to drink.
Hey, big shout out to the West Coast. Big shout out to the
Let me
West
say
Coast,
something.
Felicia. We love you, girl. Thank you for tuning in. You always been here since day one, man. We love you.
Hey,
So,
what?
yeah, already. Shout out to all our day ones out here, man.
Look at my fucking arms, though. Like,
Shout out to all our day ones. Yeah,
I've been
that's
in
me
the
right
gym.
there,
Look at
man.
look at my fucking arms.
Loyal, man. She's loyal.
All right, listen. Can we get everybody back in the seat? Can we get one topic where everybody's sitting? Can we get one? Can we get one?
Camera wide enough.
Everybody went to go get food. I'm going back to my chair. I'm going back to my chair.
Well, I was told to sit here, so I don't know where y'all want me to go.
Let's get my man's in. Let's get my man's
I was
in.
told to stay here.
I'm gonna stand right here, so Rich can sit.
I'm sorry for all the rumbling in the speakers.
See my legs.
This is our bass in here.
I'm sorry.
Right here.
Hoochie Daddy.
You heard.
Shorts.
Yeah, already.
Sonny,
It's good to have grand.
hold on, Sonny. We are totally here. And we're not barely anywhere. We're totally here. Okay?
Sonny!
Got here. I know I'm here.
Shunny good with Spring 06, so she know.
Big shout out. Big shout out
Hold on.
to Prairie View, Texas. out
Hold
here in
on.
the building.
Drink your wife, Sonny. Drink your wife, Sonny.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Big shout out, man.
LZ.
We all over, man. We got Texas in the building.
LZ.
We got Florida in the building. We got California in the building. We got Baltimore in the building. We are here, baby. Shout out your spot too, man. We miss you. Shout you out, bud.
We just gonna start. This
Y'all see
is
this? Look, we taking votes, man. And look, y'all tell y'all friends and shout out to Kev with the Hoochie Daddy shorts, right? One more time. He's in here. Shout out to Kev with the arms. He's doing weapons of mass destruction out here. Y'all hear him? Y'all heard him.
ass destruction.
Hey,
You gotta have that on deck, right?
Put that on the
Listen.
The hood.
Yeah, look.
Hoochie Daddy short. The Hoochie Daddy shortbread.
Y'all can have that.
I'm about to say
I'm a big fucker.
we
can
the
make it stop.
Married Brothers will probably have on Hoochie Daddy
We're
shorts.
gonna get kicked out because it's gonna be hanging out the
But we're gonna
shorts.
be with our wives though.
Make an extra long left leg.
Put it down that way.
Hang
So,
it to the
so like
Hey yo,
Cool J type.
yo,
inside your pocket.
hey yo.
Not a pocket,
Yo, that's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy.
Now,
So listen.
That's crazy.
Oddly enough, nothing's secure till the night before.
Hell
Somebody said you secure.
to the night of.
There's nothing secure till the night before.
Or the night of.
Or night of.
Or the night of.
So look. So
These niggas is crazy, boy.
here's what we gonna do. We got two people off camera right now. That's how deep we are in here right now.
How did I play
We
all
gon-
y'all?
we
Y'all
are going-
crazy. Y'all
We are
Crazy.
going to figure out if we're gonna do this before, during, or after homecoming. And we're gonna let y'all know. Y'all let y'all friends know. I got some ideas.
got
I'm thinking about
votes.
doing something live. This is gonna
get a
be fun.
table. Get
This
a
gonna be
table.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We got two people off camera. Can we get everybody in the shot?
baby.
Can we get everybody in the shot?
Everybody's in there.
All right. So look, I got one more topic I want to go over with
Let's
everybody.
go. This is the final one before we get the party.
Because obviously the
We
brothers
don't get the party.
The brothers are out of control right now. So we gonna do one more. We're very, very, very ethnic, and we're hung down to fucking here. You understand?
Hey, Trey, what's my word, yo? What's my word?
We are mature.
Okay.
My voice ain't the only thing that's deep.
Listen here. It's Kevin with this post for 15 minutes, yo. This is the Paeta Hoochie Daddy short.
I'm not wearing Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Listen, you say it until you see the reaction that you get for putting them on.
The Paeta Hoochie Daddy.
What I'm gonna
short.
say is,
It must be warm in here.
Woo!
what I'm gonna say is, hey y'all,
Big.
y'all tell all y'all
Me and-
single friends,
Me
y'all
and-
tell
me
all
and
your
grandson
single
can't wear them,
friends,
just know.
tell all your single friends, Kev is out here in these streets with the Hoochie Daddy shorts. Okay, all right.
That shit
All right.
funny, yo. I don't give a
Y'all
fuck
let
with
him
no.
know.
That shit is funny.
And
yo.
we try to make sure he's taken care of. Who else out here need to be taken care of? The Mary Brothers are good. The rest of y'all though, we try to make
I'm
sure.
good,
y'all-
yo.
Ain't this little thing where they be slapping?
I'm
like-
good.
Unless they got a hall pass.
How does shit work?
Unless we got a hall pass.
But you know, Mrs. O, we about to get in the VIP area, and the brothers about the party.
All right, so look, so check this out. Last week, we started talking about a topic.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't fully get all the way into it.
Okay.
You know, we went off on a tangent like we tend to do, as y'all just seen. We do that, right? So we're gonna revisit that though, because by popular demand, people had they wanted to hear our take on whether or not we are raising our women to be men. So, are we raising our women to be the men? Is everybody in the shot? We got 6 fellas here, 3 married, 3 not married. We got a balanced opinion. So look, man, we got shots ready? We got shots ready? We gotta go into it.
If you knew what was in your cup, you would be okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you have to
All right.
remember. You have to remember. Q
Okay.
and Kevin was at the bar.
Hold on.
Okay,
Before
okay.
we
Just
go,
take our word for it.
I believe you.
This all you need. We put
I
you
believe
in
him.
bed
I believe
and,
him.
and pray that you
Come to Red.
Listen, I'm
The-
sending your husband home lusty.
That's right. In the words of Lil Wayne, if you see my cup, don't ask what's in it.
Hey,
Yeah.
wives,
You know what's
wives,
up.
hey,
You
wives.
You have to find out what the personnel that was at the bar.
Oh, that's going on the shirt. You see my
y'all
cup,
got
you know
that.
what's
I
up.
need to
Hey,
send
I like that.
Hey
I like
wives,
that. What
hey
about
wives,
Wow.
y'all know how we coming home tonight, right?
Oh, really? Uprooted. Uprooted.
Let's get to it, man. Let's talk about this. All right, bet. So I had to get everybody.
Yo, Kevin is still out here. In the hoochie.
This fucking guy.
My issue is that he's right here, bro. God,
Josh is married.
like right
But
here.
it's not right.
I know,
Like
yo.
that way.
All right,
But it is-
fella.
or is it right?
All
Or is it
right.
right?
But you were up though. You stood up, so I felt comfortable. And it's literally just my left was like the right side stays where it's supposed to. The left leg don't never, and you know why. And you know why.
Because the left leg.
Because the left leg.
Because the left leg.
Got a lot of stuff going on the left side.
All that. All right, yo, let's get into this, man. Fellas, ladies, everybody, I want y'all to pay attention to this.
And whatever you identify as.
Whatever you want.
Azores.
I don't, hold on.
Azores.
Hold on.
Azores.
Hold on. I don't give a shit what you identify as. There's men.
We're not there.
There's women. Hold on. No. I'm gonna say this. There's men. There's women. And there's whatever the fuck you think you are.
That's it. 2 races.
Okay. There's two races.
What? Wait, you mean 2 sexes?
2 races. I said
That two.
what I said.
2 races. There's 2 races. Men and women.
2 races.
No,
That's
2
it.
races.
Women. Okay.
That's two.
I feel like
Apparently 2
I don't
races.
know why I needed to say that again because I said it. It's 2 races, men and women.
That's it.
Let's go.
And the men win more often than not. That's what she said. All right. Anyway, here we go.
If we win it, you win it.
All right. Look. So now, real talk.
They win it.
Real talk, yo. TD Jakes
I had no idea what was going
talking about whether or not or why it is that we've been raising women to be men. So y'all listen at this. We're gonna play the whole clip and then we're gonna react to it. So let's go into that. Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, I lied because ain't no volume out this bitch. Hold up. Pause.
You said we're gonna play the clip. You didn't say we're gonna listen to it.
I'm drunk. All right. Y'all can
I
rock.
actually am.
I've been drinking.
Hey.
All right, we're gonna do this shit right this time. Here we go.
This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now. Because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me this morning.
Okay. All right. So y'all heard it. Y'all heard the feedback. We talked about, or he talked about, acting like men are irrelevant, treating men as if they're irrelevant. He talked about, women, and we talked about this a little bit last week, women who feel like they need to assume the male's role, the man's role in their relationship and why that is. So this is a layered conversation, which is why we're revisiting this. This is round 2 on raising women to be men. So who want to kick off? Who want to kick off with their feedback on this? We got a lot on this one.
Me.
Kev, talk to us.
I think it's the point that he said where you come home and express how much you don't need a man. Like, why would I feel comfortable in that space when you're telling me you don't need me?
That part.
And that's not necessarily just a financial thing. That's life. Like
Across the board. Right.
we connect to people because of need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think of the gospel song, I need you
I
to
need the
I need you to survive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I won't harm you with words from my mouth.
Yeah.
I love you. I need you to
Go on and
survive.
preach to him, Kev.
So like,
Now
if
here's a guy.
if you're saying that you love someone and that you want to be with them, and to the point for the married people that you want to spend your life with them, why then would you be counterproductive by emasculating the person that you decided to be with
Come on, Kevin.
by
Come on,
expressing that
Kevin.
they're not
Come on,
important to
Kevin.
you.
Come on, Kevin.
And so that's the
Come on, Kevin.
like, that's the
Brother.
disconnect for me. Like, yes, I'm single. However, I do realize my worth in relationships. So
Yeah.
like
That right
if
there.
somebody's expressing to
That
me
right
that they
there.
don't need me, why
That right
then
there.
would I see a need to be in a relationship? I can be
That-
single
Yes,
and not
sir.
needed.
Yes, sir.
Which I then don't have to spend my money on you. I then don't
Yeah.
have to like think about you before I make decisions.
got all
I
the
then
music on this?
don't like I don't have to do
I just
anything
need some more music.
considering you because like I'm single and can do what I want. If you're gonna make me feel that way in a relationship, why then do I desire the
Why
relationship?
would I waste my time?
Yeah.
Why would I waste my time? The thing about it is,
But
like,
Kevin, it ain't fair,
ladies, something y'all need to understand is that
That's serious.
women
Serious.
need to be wanted. Men want to be needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
yeah,
say that
yeah,
again.
Yeah.
Let me say this again. Women need to be wanted. Men want to be needed. Okay. A man is not going to go where he's not wanted or needed, for that matter. Somebody asked a question on what is the reason why men cheat. If you ask me, it's because they feel the need and their house is not there. In a lot of places. Now, again, there's bad apples in every bunch, right? So, all right, I don't want none of y'all coming out here talking about, nah, I got cheated on and I did everything right. Okay, yeah, great job for you. But most men cheat. Most men go elsewhere in places that we feel, when we are in a place that we feel we are not needed, we're not necessary, we're not important. And the reality is that when it comes to relationships, we have, for the better part of the last two generations of men, our generation and the kids that are coming up after us, for the last 2 generations, we've been convincing men that we are not necessary. That we're not necessary. We're not important. Right? Who's ever heard this before? Raise your hand if you ever heard this before. Shout out to all the ladies in the club that don't need a man for shit. Shout out to all the women that don't need a man for nothing. Pay their own bills, buy their own house, buy their own car, do their own thing. Don't need us for nothing. Well, listen. If men want to be needed, and if you convince men that they're not needed, they're not going to step up. We're not going to step up.
Well, then it sounds like you are conditioning men to adapt to a certain type, right? Because again, we're logical creatures. We're simple.
Very simple.
Very simple.
Simple creatures.
Very
It's
simple.
not a bad thing.
It's not. It's like if you need X, Y, Z to happen, tell us and we'll make it happen. You need a problem solved. We're going to try to solve that problem.
That's what we
If
do.
You got it handled yourself. It's like, damn. All right. So what do I do?
Yep.
I need to fix something.
Yep.
Because that's just innate in us to try to solve a problem. It's innate in us. But if you want to solve your own problem, well, dang. Oh shoot. Her over there. She's got a problem.
She's got a problem. Let me go solve that problem. Let me
Not
scratch
saying
that itch.
That's every man, but I'm just saying, like, if you break it down to the simplistic, parts of it, think about it. Simple creatures.
Men are very simple.
And I think what makes it so bad is that if the person who's saying they don't need you, you're in relationship with, they're already aware of how you feel and what you respond to and how.
That's a
So
great
like,
point. That's a great
why then would you be in a position to take care of me emotionally, psychologically, and then abuse that? Like versus, and that's where it ends up. The woman who, for what it's worth, knows nothing about me, however, can still like stimulate me as a man. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying, and this was the TD Jakes video that we did a few weeks ago. Men make themselves vulnerable to the person we love only for them to take advantage of it. Like only for them to hold it against us. Why do we have to get that far for you to then be mad at us doing something different than what you wanted? But you drove us to that point. I'll never excuse cheating. And I'm saying this again, full transparency. I've been the person who cheated. I've been the person who's been cheated on. So I know both sides of it. But I do know what drove me to cheat. It was a lack in a department. It was a feeling that I could not express myself in the relationship
where I had made myself vulnerable only for it to be thrown in my face.
Yep.
So like then I desire attention from a person who's not going to hold what's the hardest for me to let out against me.
Yep.
And it does. And so that's like again, I'm not excusing dude's song, but I get it. Like, why would you let one little fuck, which is a physical thing, affect what's taking place with us emotionally? Yes, I love you. However, in my love, I'm saying to you, you are using what I feel against me, and that hurts. And you have not received that as I'm using what hurts you against you. I'm just like speaking my mind over a situation. You're missing the point that I'm making, and that makes everything that I do 10 times harder than it has to be. Like, so we're like, there's a disconnect in the community. Like, you're not seeing me for who I am. I'm not your servant. I'm not just the man who takes out the trash and changes a tire and, you know what I'm saying, like carries you over the threshold. I am the man who feels everything that's taking place, but I'm still expected to show up at the end of piss
Wait.
Wait.
We back. Okay. All right. Technical difficulties.
Real live.
Beyond
We're back. That's what happens when we live, baby.
Kevin, that was rough. Kevin, that was rough.
Kevin's about to tell y'all some real stuff right now.
That was rough.
So
we good.
There's a lot of stuff to unpack here.
Put a charger in it though.
Right. Put a charger to plug it in. Plug it in. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here for real. So let's pedal back to the whole need and want thing, right? The need and want thing goes in so many different directions. Men need to be needed, women want to be wanted, right? And I'd put it that way, kind of different than you did for a reason. So in nature, in nurture, whatever you want to talk about it, men are, we're the protectors, we're the providers, however you want to say it. And I don't mean providers in being like, oh, you cannot survive without us, but that's how we are, right? We are there to protect, we are there to provide. Right. You are there to nurture, take care, and and be there emotionally. We're there to technically be there physically. But I want to bring this. I got to formulate my thoughts here because it's a lot to unpack. Like I said,
that's a lot of alcohol.
It's not even that.
Yeah, I mean, not you.
It's So the thing about it is, and my issue with the TD Jakes thing, he makes a very valid point. But I think what a lot of people tend to misinterpret, and where women tend to get it misconstrued, where men get it misconstrued, is the idea of need. What is needing, right? So the essence of needing can be on so many different levels.
Fair.
You could need me emotionally. You could need me physically. You can need me to provide. You can need me to protect. You can need me to chauffeur you around the city. You can need me to take care of your grandmother. What is it? Right? You see what I'm saying? What is the essence of need, and what is the essence of want? I think that's the main thing that gets construed, especially in today's society, because it's so blurred. Oh, well, I need attention. No, you don't need attention. You want attention. In a lot of times, and a lot of where things get messed up, it's like, oh, well, I needed attention. No, you didn't need attention because I gave you attention. You wanted attention from somebody else.
Or more attention.
Yeah. But y'all see my
constant
point.
Attention.
Y'all see my point. But no, not even that, because my thing is this as well. When we sit there and like, okay, let's go back to the cheating thing. A lot of times people cheat because they find something that they need in somebody else. Right? Then you have those people that honestly cheat because they want something else, right? It's two different things. But I feel like society blurs the line so much between need and want that they don't know which is which.
I agree with that. There is a difference between want and need. I will also say, though, that people need to spend more time figuring out their love languages.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Because then you know what you need and what you want.
That's a good point, too.
You don't know your love languages. And then beyond that, if you don't know your partner's love language, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's how then can you, reciprocate that love? How can you then give them what they need if you don't know your partner's love language? So of course they're going to look for it somewhere else because they're not getting what they feel like they need based on their love languages. I mean, you got to know your own love language, and then you got to know your partner's love language. You also got to know, what is it that you like doing? What are you willing to, sacrifice as far as, okay, I know my partner's love language. That's how I need to then love on them because that fills them up.
And then this brings us to the key element that can either make or break a relationship. It's not about need and want. It's about communication.
Right.
If you don't communicate
what you need and want,
then how am I supposed to help you? How am I supposed to move forward? If in the same vein, if I don't communicate,
you're supposed to know.
That's that bullshit.
Right, but no.
Yo. I hate that when I tell you I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a psychic.
Merlin from
no. And that's the same way.
I'm not a powerful wizard.
Hold on, real quick.
I'm not a prophet.
And in the same vein,
not a soothsayer.
no, and in the same vein, I've had to catch myself with that because I'll sit there and find myself getting flustered.
I heard.
And my wife's like, well, what's wrong? And I'm like, well, I just need you to be there. I don't need you to say nothing. I just need you to be there. But I didn't communicate that. You feel me? So I have to realize that I need to open my mouth. Just like when she said that. I'm like, well, why are you blowing your breath? No reason.
Good for the goose.
It's good for the gander.
Listen, you got to definitely communication is key. Without it, all things will fail. Right? Here's the thing.
I got preaching over here.
So and so I've heard this several times as well, right? When I need you to do something, you didn't do it in time, or it's a time stamp, onto it. It's something that I want you to do it. You didn't do it, so I did it myself. That also brings a rift in that relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's also one about patience, but at the same, also it's about that communication. Well, how do you effectively communicate? Did you say that you wanted it done?
That's what I was about to say.
In this time period.
You didn't say you wanted to do it now. You asked me to do it. I said I will do it. Right? No,
So,
you're right.
Ultimately, again, that goes back to the communication part of it all. Did you put? Well, I led you to believe. I, put these hints out there, or I said I wanted this, and it took you X, Y, and Z. It took you so long to do it. I just did it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put a timestamp to it? Did you express that you wanted it done right away? Right, and then those things are, you got to communicate that. Maybe again, not all men are perfect, so maybe you did put a timestamp to it, and the man didn't do it in that time.
But did you assume a time?
And
we didn't get that part.
What's going on? Is there something deeper that's going on there? I mean, everything's about
agree.
No, and I feel like so much perfection is expected so quickly. Like I think about the amount of stuff that I see on social media, and it's like, and I know some of it is jokes, but again, you speak things as though they are. So like, when people talk about, the minute I see something wrong, I'm running. Like that's not a reasonable expectation for a relationship. Like if I meet you, I know nothing about you. So I first recognize that you're a person that I find attractive. And then it's my job from there to learn if your personality is something that makes me want to stay around.
Yeah.
But I don't discover that in our first conversation, our second conversation, our third conversation, our first interaction. So like, can we have a couple of dates? Can we have a few phone conversations? And even still, I don't know everything about you. I may slowly learn that these are some things you like and some things you don't. but like the expectation that I'm never going to make a mistake, that I'm never going to forget anything is unrealistic. It's unrealistic.
Listen.
However, that's what people are holding on to for their idea of what dating looks like, and to an extent, what relationships and marriage look like. I never expect you to make a mistake because you should just know better. Why?
Well, see, and that goes back to that point I was making with Josh, is that there's an expectation that we should just know. If you think, okay, we talked about Will and Jada earlier. If you go back to Jada's original Red Table Talk, I know.
We already did that.
But if you listen to Jada's original Red Table Talk about why she was with her son's friend, if you listen to that, one of the biggest things she said was she wanted to feel good again. So my question for y'all is, there were times where she said, let me explain that. Let me elaborate on that. So she would say she wanted to feel good, and there were things that whatever Will wasn't doing that she expected him to know to do, or expected him to know to do, or whatever, right? There is, for men, I think all of us can unanimously agree with this. We feel that women think that we're supposed to just be able to read your fucking minds, and we just supposed to know stuff. Listen, some things we know.
I'm not a prophet.
I'm not a prophet. Listen, even if I was, it's an unrealistic expectation for me to just know what's in your head. I don't know what's going on in your brain.
Merlin.
I'm not Merlin. I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not. I don't know these things.
I'm sorry.
And I mean, even diving into the conversation, it also poses another question. Do you feel the ideals and expectations that you have personally that you bring to the relationship put too much on a man, or vice versa?
So let me ask y'all this, right? So back to TD Jake's point. Y'all think, based on his perspective, that we are actually raising women to act as men, and why?
I feel like that's a fully loaded question.
I was gonna say, is it fair to say it depends on who you're asking?
Because are men acting like men?
Yeah.
Well, and not even so.
No, I asked that question for a reason though.
But I'm not even going that far. When because when they said, are men raising women to be men, or are we raising men?
It's society. It's society putting that.
I think it's
expectation.
It's their parental figures. So that's based on your experience. So if you're in a household, where the mother says, "Oh, well, your father was never there. You can't trust a man for whatever." If you're planting those ideas in your children's heads, then they're going to be raised with the thought that I got to do it for myself because ain't nobody going to do it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas the conversation is in general, we need each other. There's nothing wrong with that. To have a need for people, for interaction, for companionship, for relationship, it's okay to need somebody. It's okay to want to have that versus you just got to be hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if the parent has planted that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, so go ahead. So if the parent has put that on their kid for their entire life, then yes, they're going to fully expect you to be perfect and do and without, you know what I'm saying? But if you grow up in a environment where you see what it's like to have, you know what I'm saying, give and take and needs met, and that may not even be a traditional household for whatever that we'll call that. But if you can see give and take in relationships, how your uncles and aunts show up for you, or how your, you know what I'm saying, your mother and father show up for you, or even if it's a stepfather relationship, people have great working relationships. If you can see that, then it changes your perspective for what you expect growing up. So I think what do they say? Perception creates your reality.
Yeah.
Or something to that effect. So like
But and Trey, I'm probably gonna throw this to you mainly because I think we're the daughter dads in here.
Oh yeah, team girl dad.
So here's my thing, and I'm not saying I disagree, but here's my thing. I don't know if personally now let me explain myself before y'all decide to jump on me now. I don't know if I personally want my daughter to feel like she needs a man in order to provide. I feel like I would want my daughter to want a man to provide, but to know that she will be able to be okay by herself. Again, I want my daughter to feel like that she could, I not say do bad. I guess that would be the term, do bad all by herself. But I don't want her to feel like, oh, well, I don't need no man because I can do it. I want her to more be like, well, I can take care of myself. So I don't. It's very difficult for me to say because again, I am. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Again, I said this earlier. Blurred lines. I don't want my daughter to feel like she cannot fend for herself because she does not have a guy, or she needs a guy to fend for her. Especially in today's world, today's society, whatever have you. I want my daughter to be self-sufficient, but not feel as though well, that means I don't need a man. Because no, in some essence, you're gonna need a man. You feel me? Like it's
So I wouldn't want to teach my daughter that men are irrelevant.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't want her at the same time to
like I can't do anything.
So deficient.
So again, where is the line that we're trying to?
Well, here's what I'm at. Here's what I ask. It's kind of an ask question, but I'm gonna talk it through, right? So your daughter, you're gonna raise your daughter different than how you raise your son, right or wrong?
Oh, of course.
Right? Probably, yeah. So your daughter, she's going to be underneath your wing until you feel like somebody else has come that she can now have that covering of their protection, of their all of that, right? Whereas, your son would be,
the one to provide the covering.
You want that son to go out there and become that protector, that provider, to be able to get out there and be like self-sufficient, all of that. So do you think that the society that we're in right now, though, it's like everybody, period, the lines have been blurred. Like
the lines are blurred.
You're right.
Like that.
Lines are totally blurred.
Well, what it said, blurred line.
But the lines are also only blurred in our community.
I don't think so.
The lines are totally blurred in our community.
I'm not saying they aren't blurred in our community, but I don't think it's only our community.
I think it's overwhelmingly in our community.
I think it's
overwhelmingly.
Overwhelmingly, yes, but not only in our community.
I think overwhelmingly not only. Okay, cool. But I would say it's overwhelmingly in the Black community, I think, where that mentality is. We don't have a mentality in pretty much any other community that, their men ain't shit. That they don't need a man for nothing.
Well, I'll give my quick opinion on it only because I do feel like the lines are blurred, especially when it comes to relationship. When you're starting off a fresh relationship in the beginning from a single standpoint, do you want to rely on a man? No, you want to be able to fend for yourself just in case. But if you're diving deeper into a serious, more like long-lasting relationship where marriage is down the line and you have that trust and connection, then you need to learn how to let down those walls a little bit. And that's on both sides. And what I think tends to happen is we have that defense mechanism of being able to take care of ourselves and show that we aren't going to be hurt if something should happen. That carries on into the serious relationship when we should keep that mentality for when we're first dating and we first meet somebody. And that line is blurred when it comes to relationship. It's okay in the beginning to have that defense mechanism. Like, okay, I need to make sure I can cover for myself. Like if you're in the beginning, like, all right, we're moving in together, which isn't completely like down that line of, all right, we're getting married. Then it's okay to be like that. But if you've been in an established relationship long enough, you need to break that down that wall. That's just my opinion.
I hear what you're saying, but here's my question: is why is it that we're in a society now that we all have to be independent and we have to break away from the family at 18, at 19, at 20?
Oh, that's because we're
and it's like
Yeah.
you can look
we're going
at
somewhere else
different
now.
cultures, and they'll stick together until you get married, and even then they'll stay until they've now achieved a certain, I
that's what I'm
got
saying.
this money, and now I can break off, and boom, I'm building this new web now. Why is it that all this individualist is I'm
It's not community-wise.
I'm by myself.
That's
I gotta make it. I'm self-made.
For me, that's why I'll say it's more about your circumstances than it is about the demographic. Because, and again, this is my experience. So coming back from the Eastern Shore, I saw rich white families kept their kids in the house. Rich white families paid for the wedding. Rich white families provided a startup for the daughter and the husband who they were sending to whatever. Poor white families said, get your ass out at 18, get a job. They said it at 16, you need to get a job so that you can pay for whatever. So it wasn't about color, it was about class. And I think that class plays as big of a role, if not bigger, than race does, because I've literally witnessed it in a different race do the same things that we thought were just a black thing.
Okay, so if it's more so based on class, I would say that the majority of classism is still, like there's a small percentage of people that are not in the that are above, well above the wealthy line or the rich line or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a small percentage. So the majority of us are going to be dealing with regular people shit. You know what I mean? Regular people problems. Yeah. And I think that's where something. I was scrolling through some of these comments. A lot of that point is there right there in the comments. You don't have to raise women to be to bash men in a sense, but still be independent. I have 3 daughters. I want them all to be able to
Right behind you, I got
move and have their being, regardless of whether or not they have a husband. By the same token, I would want them to want to have a husband. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a protection with that. There is an ordination from God with that. You know, there is. I believe men have the assignment to protect, to provide, and protect for the weaker vessel, quote unquote. Those being the wives who are physically weaker, or the children who are physically and in some cases mentally weaker. Right? We have a charge. We have an assignment from God Almighty to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I would teach my daughters that, men do have that, but there's a man that was made for you, and you were made for them. Like I believe my wife was made for me. I believe your wife was made for you. I believe your wife was made for you. You know what I'm saying? And I believe we were made for them. So I think it's important to understand really what the role is, what the assignment is. I think for both sides, for men to know what we're supposed to be doing, for women to know what they should be looking for in men, and vice versa. Because we talked about Will and Jada earlier. Something wrong with being unequally yoked too. That's a whole other conversation. But I think we shouldn't have it. In my opinion, we shouldn't have an overall thought process that women should act completely void of the assignment of becoming of being fruitful and multiply, becoming a wife, and having kids and having a family. That's literally the assignment. That's okay. I'm gonna say this before we get canceled. I'm gonna say this last thing. The whole thing with
my
sex.
first time being here, we get canceled.
Yo, check this. We get canceled every week. No. We almost get canceled every episode.
It's not 5 more minutes.
We almost get canceled every episode. But let me tell you something. Like seriously, like the function of like sex, right, is to make babies. That's the function of it. Yes, it feels good to your genitalia and all that stuff.
That's the reason why it feels good.
That's why, right.
That shit bomb.
It's great, right? But the function of it is to make babies, right? That's why everything else is void of function is considered an abomination, because it's void of function. And so, for example, 2 women can't make a baby. That's void of function. 2 men can't make a baby. That's void of function. Right? It's not
unless you identify as a man. That's still
that shit is still.
I'm sorry. I was saying I was joking.
I don't give 2 shits what you identify as. Okay. All right. I don't give 2 squirts of piss what you identify as. Okay. I don't give 2 squirts of monkey piss what you identify as. There's men, there's women. That's it. But again, that's it. But this is my point. All this other stuff is by definition, perverted because it's void of function. For no other, if for no other reason, it's void of function. Same thing with a marriage. Same thing with a household. There is a function. There's a function that women have. Women are naturally more nurturing. Doesn't mean there aren't nurturing men. Men are naturally going to go out and we're going to go kill the lion, kill the bear, and skin the animal so we can bring that shit home to the family. That doesn't mean there aren't women that do that, but men are naturally wired to do that. So we have to still understand what our function, what our primary function is from creation to procreate and be fruitful and multiply on this earth. That is the function. You do that better. Kids do better when there's a two parent household on the same page. This is not saying that kids raised by a single parent can't do well. Of course they can. We've seen multiple examples of that. Product. We've seen that, right? But statistically, these guys, for example, are kind of anomalies. Statistically, kids do better, families do better when both parents are intact and they are on the same page. That ultimately, I think, is the biggest problem. We got to be on the same page when it comes to raising families, when it comes to what a husband should be, what a wife should be, what honoring your mother and father, which is commandment number 6, first commandment with the promise. Honoring your father and mother, that kind of stuff. We've kind of gotten away from that because society has kind of convinced us that, well, you just got to do you, whatever doing you is, and that's kind of where we are right now. And I think that is the reason why we're kind of conditioning, I won't say teaching, but I'll say conditioning women to act or look at life from the perspective of a man and to compete with men for the same type of things. And that really is, again, void of the function of a properly functioning family.
Now, I'm going to backpedal real quick because I love to say this because I feel like it kind of speaks to what you said. You know how you said, everybody's made for somebody, right? Like I was made for my wife, you made for your wife, you made for your wife and everything like that. Let me explain something. And I tell people this all the time when they be like, oh, well, Josh, I give up, or Josh, I got to do. I'm like, look, listen. My wife did not want to get married and did not want to have kids. But she married a dude with kids and wants to have more.
Because that's her function. She's built that way.
That's all I'm saying.
It's primary function. You might not want those things because you don't know what.
No, she want them now.
Here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's very hard to
you
describe.
You gotta find that person.
It is very, very hard to describe a color you've never seen before. Okay.
I like that.
All right. It is borderline impossible. Like it's borderline impossible to describe a color you've never seen before. So when you have, if we have a lot of broken families out here. If you've not seen what right is supposed to look like, then chances are you'll lean towards not going towards what right is supposed to look like. Because you can't describe a color you've never seen. If you've never seen a functioning mom-dad, husband-wife relationship, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very, very tough to describe what right is supposed to look like. Go for it.
Because I'm ready to push back.
No. I'm not. Hold, before you push back, I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying it's tough to. It's harder to because you've never seen what it looks like. Not you, but I'm saying it's harder to if you've never seen what it looks like.
There are very few of us that take that idea, and I'll use. And I'm not trying to put my business all out there, but I'm taking a very specific example, and then I'll let you go. I got you. But no, I got you. But I'm gonna say from personal experience, there are people that see something and blame that to the reason why they live their life, and there are people that see something and take that as an example of what not to do and do better.
So that's
that's what I was.
That's where I was going. That
Because I saw my dad and I was like, fuck that. I'm not about to do this to my girl.
And for what it's worth, I didn't see my dad. And that was enough for me to say, this is what I never want to do. And so, like,
God rest my dad.
But then, even as time progressed, I saw enough relationships that weren't healthy. I saw enough relationships that were abusive, that were demonstrative, that were all the things that the fruits of the spirit are not.
Yeah.
So like, I don't, and this is why I don't take away from people like who just like speak on things, because people are quick to say, oh, you've never been married, so you can't. You've never been in a relationship, so you can't. I've witnessed what you said marriage was, and this shit ain't it. I've witnessed what you said family was, and this shit isn't it. I've witnessed what you said a safe space was, and that's not it. So I know I know what doesn't look good to the naked eye.
What did we learn in science?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
observation.
This is the key. So like,
I don't photosynthesis, but I can see a plant photosynthesis.
I will accept that until I'm in a marriage, there are certain aspects of a marriage I don't understand. That's fair. However, from the outside looking in, I can see that if you two in the marriage are hostile towards each other,
that part,
so you don't clearly communicate with each other, but instead passive aggressively speak in the direction of, not even two. If you speak in the direction of your partner as a passive aggressive person, I know that that's not something that I want to take into my relationship, into my marriage.
Oh, that's
that's common sense. And you should always in any relationship, you should take the meat, eat the meat and leave the bones.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So that's common sense. It's no longer common.
So again, look. We're gonna let this rock because it's late and we got some more drinking to do and some more talking shit to do. But we're gonna let this go to. I guess we can table this to next week. This is good stuff, man. Love to have you guys on.
Listen,
man.
I'm glad I was able to make it out here when niggas finally told me they were gonna be out here.
Yeah.
You with his goddamn leg.
This fucking guy. This fucking.
Don't just say the leg.
No, because the leg is behind me. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about the arm.
There's 2 legs and an arm behind you. Let's
I would like to say.
This is the next topic. 2 legs and an arm.
2 legs and an arm. 3 legs and an arm.
Try that again.
I'm glad this is going. And this is going to grow. It's going to grow.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
And that's what I told her.
And that's what's happening here.
Dr. Q.
It's growing.
You got what you gonna say? You got your last words, Q.
It's growing.
My last words. I thank y'all for always tuning in with us. Let's do this again, same time next week. Love y'all. Catch y'all later.
Hey,
look, last words.
Look, man. I'm about to say, listen. First of all, real quick before we go to all those, I'm happy to have you on, Q. Happy to have Josh come through, man. Happy to have Greg come through, man. We looking forward to next time. Hopefully we can get them on a lot more often, man.
Guess what? The next time is gonna be at night.
No, it's probably we gonna talk to these bar owners.
Listen,
put that shit in the streets.
Y'all get ready. We gonna be doing this live.
So again, I know.
Yeah, last words gonna move.
I know. We open the show this way. We can probably close the same way. I'm gonna take some liberty and close the same way. Because we at my crib, so I do what I want anyway.
I do what I want.
Please don't tell me prayer with a cup in my bed.
No. First of all, we don't know what the communion of Jesus' day was. So he turned water into wine, but that was whiskey. You can't convince me differently. No, I just once again I want to thank my bros for being here because this, like, not just today, but this season hasn't been easy for me. And so if you're one, I want to say, if you're not in therapy, get to therapy. Like, whether you think you need it or not, you need it. There's so much, particularly us as Black people, so much trauma, so many issues that we've had to just be strong through. And we talked about strength last week, but it's just shit that we've had to be strong through. It's unnecessary to have to be that. So if you think you've got it all together, I promise you therapy is going to pull some things out of you that you never knew were in you. So I'm grateful to my group therapy. I'm grateful to my individual therapist, because for as much as I've struggled in this season of of missing my mother. I know it could be a ton worse if I were not, regularly doing therapy. So I'm gonna encourage everybody who's listening to get there. I'm gonna thank my frat brothers for being here for me in this moment, because today was not easy. The wildest part is like God puts even our children in our lives to do certain things at certain times. So yesterday, my son said to me, "Don't be sad, Daddy. I'm your friend. Let's play Play-Doh." And he was able to, take my mind off of what I felt for just a moment, and that was enough for me to get him to bed before like the tears came down, so he didn't have to see that. But then this morning when he got up, I couldn't control it, and he just kept saying, "Don't be sad," and reassuring me that he was there and that he loved me. He's a 3-year-old, and so God puts things in people, which is why I don't ever discount the messenger, because we're not to decide who delivers the message, and age is not anything, because when God speaks, he speaks. So again, if you're not in therapy, get there. Relationships are important. Friendships are relationships. Family are relationships. Your relationships are relationships.
Absolutely.
So we have to treat all of those things with the utmost importance. So tonight is not for as much fun as we had, for as many jokes that were created tonight. This was therapy for me. So I truly do appreciate everybody who's logged on and joined us for this night. Know that I love each and every one of you. To everybody who's gathered in this place, we're about to get fucked up. And it's just like, it's, what did I say?
Hey, wives, we're coming home.
I'm sending your husbands home ready.
One more
So
point. The point of it.
go ahead.
Wives,
So
we're coming home,
I'm
wives.
sending them home ready. So go ahead and prime the
Who got the sound speaker?
prime the engine, because the
the
lubrication's coming home.
Get ready.
Bow tie on
Get
my
ready.
book.
Listen, they call us S.
S.
All made it
S.
good, man.
Hey,
One more time. Whether you got a cup or a shot glass, I just want you to raise it up for my favorite girl in the world, Rita Francis, and Acray Lewis. I am nothing without a strong woman to raise me to be the man that I am today. And even as she's gone in her physical presence, her lessons that she left with me, be it cooking or just Christian living, the ability to get to church every Sunday, whether you feel like it or not, and how much that can change you. Those things stick with me and affect the way that I raise my son every day.
Yeah.
So Mom, I know you're listening and watching over me. I love you.
Yeah,
I gotta make sure.
Straight up, man. Hey, listen, and for anybody else that's lost one, man, as he's talking, I'm thinking of my dad too. And for anybody else that's lost one, man,
this is for your old ass.
Real talk.
That's it. Got you. Listen, drink, motherfucker, drink.
Love you,
All
bro.
I gotta say is, shout out to up to them do it all day.
Hey, thank y'all for being on here, man. Thank y'all for just listening in. We said some things right, we said some things wrong, mostly right.
Mostly right. Goddamn right, mostly right.
Listen, tune in next time. Share, like, subscribe, and just remember this too: time is the only manifestation of truth. So if you're going through something, time is going to tell. So keep going through it, push through it, persevere. We love y'all, man. For real, we love y'all. Thank y'all.
All I gotta say is remember, I paused my game to bed.
And this is a fucking gamer. Like, this guy gamer. He's a real ass gamer, yo.
But no, seriously, I'm glad I got to come out and actually, because I thought I was gonna miss y'all.
No,
Like
that's why
I literally thought I was gonna miss y'all.
But we about to have some fun for John again.
Hold on, man. You messing up John's last word, man. Go ahead, John.
I'm seriously glad. I'm glad I got to be out here. I don't normally get to chill with the bros like that. I'm thankful for my wife, even though it was a talk, but I got to get out. She let me be free.
Thanks for letting Josh come out and be free. Thank you.
I love every one of these guys. I love the rest of our brothers. Honestly, I'll say this and I'm gonna end because I can talk forever. I was never keen on I was never keen on male relationships. I was never keen on male relationships until honestly, between my grandfather and my uncle, like legit, when I came to Morgan, that was it. Then I met the rest of these fine brothers, the rest of them that aren't here. So that's all I got to say. Listen, we in here, Paeta, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
My words before Trey ended up, you have to understand, we are all brothers.
Real talk, real brothers.
As the eldest one fraternity, we're probably well.
I think literally the oldest one, actually. You got
fraternity.
I turned 40. If y'all don't
have to tell them that.
I'm gonna tell them. You know why? Because I look good for 40.
Good 40 the new 30. That's why.
For 40, I don't give a.
And 40 and 2022 are different.
I don't care. I will outlast all of y'all. Okay. I don't know you just. Oh no. Okay. Nephew, since he was 3. Grandson, since he got to Morgan. This one right here, business partner. Best friend, business partner. The Prodigy.
Already, man. This is what we do.
Prodigy. 04. These are my families, man. This is my family. I love spending time. I'm so glad I was free today to spend this, this moment with Kev, with this podcast. And it's going to grow. It's going to grow. Subscribe. Tell your friends about it. We got more coming, but I'm going to let...
very exceedingly appreciative of all of y'all. I'm more proud of these brothers around me every day, more than they know. They actually help keep me going as well. Life gets hard, and as men we tend to suffer in silence. And it's good to have a group of men that we can lean on. We can hold each other accountable, and that's a very important part. We talk a lot of shit, and we drink and all this other stuff. But make no mistake about it, we ride for each other. We ride for our ladies. We ride for our women. We ride for our sisters, and we will do anything necessary to protect ours. Make no mistake about that.
I got 4 swords in my house.
Yo, real talk. We got weapons. We got artillery in this bitch. Trust me when I tell you. We fuck with y'all. And so our day ones out here, and I apologize if I miss any of y'all. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Any of y'all that we miss, but some of our day ones, man, Felicia, Savannah, Jesse, Shani, some of our day ones, man. I know it's a few more of you guys I missed. I'm sorry. But we love y'all, man. Keep it going. Keep letting your friends know. Check us out every Friday, 9 o'clock, until this season over. We're going to take a couple weeks off. But, check us out on Friday at 9 o'clock. We're going to do more live stuff like this. We're going to probably, hook up at Green Spot. We're going to probably hook up at some restaurants. Y'all let us know. Man, look, that's it, man. I don't got nothing else, man. Y'all good, bros? We good?
I'm ready to drink.
One more thing.
And this is something that we actually talked about off camera together because y'all family too. So I gotta let y'all in. We going through this thing called life together, man. It's not the easiest sometimes. We know sometimes life can kick us in the ass, but just know that you're not going through it alone, man. From all of us, we just want to say thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. And most of all, before you even put your head on that pillow tonight, let somebody know you love them, man. Because we love y'all. And we'll see y'all same time, same place next week. But until then, cheers to the weekend.
Hey, man, can we get one more? Can we get one more drink up? One more drink up?
I just drank it all.
He drank all hit.
That's why you my brother. All right.
Because that's what we do, baby. Up to it, down to it. F those what don't do it. We do it because we used to it. So drink, but drink. We all, baby.